Yo, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? Hey, this is your host, Demetrius, with the PPP Panthers Prime Podcast, man. I hope y'all having a great Saturday, a Sunday, actually. Sunday. My days are a little off, man. But you know what time it is, man. We about to get into this thing, man. Lots of stuff going on right now in Carolina Panthers world, man. I don't like it. Hey, y'all see it. It's only members mode today, man. Only members going to be able to drop a comment in the comment section, man. Yeah. If you want to drop a comment, become a member of Panthers Prime Podcast, man. Nick, what's going on, man? Hit that like button on the way in. That's right. Hit that like button. We got 10 watching. Let's go. The Watchman, what up, yo? What up, man? Yo, I'm not going to lie. The Ian Thomas thing is like super getting to me right now, man. I don't get it. I don't know what this dude got on these boys in the front office, man. But it's wild, yo. It's wild, man. I don't see why the Carolina Panthers would even consider a reconstruction of Ian Thomas. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, of course, you guys have seen the news today. Carolina Panthers have cut Bradley Bozeman, which I feel should have happened anyway. Bozeman, in my opinion, didn't fit the scheme last year. Didn't fit the scheme, probably going forward with Canellis. He was a good addition, when we had, what's his name? Steve Wilkes. We're not that type of team no more. I mean, that's really what it is. We're just not that type of team no more. And I've seen Bradley Bozeman on his back the majority of the season. The majority of the season, Bradley Bozeman has been on his back. He's not him no more. He was him when he was in Baltimore. He's just not him no more. That's it. And Panthers fans have to be okay with that. There's going to be a lot of this going on. It's going to be a lot of this going on. Trust me, man. This is only the start. Hey, it's Black Sunday. It's Black Sunday, man. But let's talk about it real quick. So, the Panthers start off this week here with Dante Jackson being on the chopping block, right? Okay. And then we fast forward to Hayden Hurst no longer being on the team as well. All right. Then we went from Hayden Hurst not being on the team to signing J.J. Jensen. All right. After we signed JJ, then the news came out today about Bradley Bozeman and Ian Thomas. I'm not going to lie to you. The Carolina Panthers for the past 2 years have been moving extremely slow. Now, last year on this same date, I believe that's when we did the trade with the Bears on this same day, if I'm not mistaken. And we acquired the number 1 pick from the Bears. All right. Big news. But man, everything that I'm looking at other teams that are cleaning house. I have no idea what Brent Tillis and with Dan Morgan are doing. If you're only able to sign one player as of right now, that's not even he's not even a player of any type of effect towards the team. If you really think about it, I mean, gosh, I'm not gonna lie, man, it's aggravating, man. It really is. I'm watching these other teams go crazy, man. Nick, I appreciate it, man. For that super stat. He said, much love, bro. Facts, man. Facts. I'm getting ready to drop the link in a little bit. But, yeah, I don't understand what the Carolina Panthers are doing. I don't get it. When it comes down to how things are looking right now with the cuts, with the signings, that all that stuff it's a little off to me. Especially the fact that we cut Bradley Bozeman, which I believe is a little bit better than the Ian Thomas, respectfully, in their own positions. And trust me, I got the stats. We're going to break it all down, man. We're going to break it all down. Ian Thomas has been with the Carolina Panthers, I believe, since 2018. Now, this is supposed to be – let me look up and see. Did we draft this dude? Did we draft him? Ian Thomas. Draft. I'm about to look that up. Let's see. The Carolina Panthers select Ian Thomas in the 4th round with the 101 overall pick in 2018. 101 overall pick is when we got this dude in the 4th round. I'm going to show you guys in a little bit what this 4th round pick 101 has done so far. It makes no sense, man. Candy Girl, what's up, Candy Girl? What's going on? Hey, guys, if you guys want to put a comment in the comment section, head to Panthers Prime Podcast home section and become a member. It's only $3.99. It's only $3.99. Become a member and let your voice be heard. Yeah, man, they got to operate around what Scott left them. We'll start to see progress in 2025. That's not even my issue, though, Eternal. My issue is this. It's been a week, and all we've done was sign J.J. Jensen, who's been on the team since the Big Cat's been here. You know what I mean? That's all we've done. That's all we've done, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it, man. What are we waiting for? Sign some people. Do something. You know? Figure out what you're going to do with Brian Burns. I just don't like it, man. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. Let me pull this up on the screen real quick. I don't like it at all. I don't like what they're doing. And I don't like the fact that we got this dude here up on the reconstruction. I hate it. I'm not going to lie to you. I hate it. All right, here it is right here. The Panthers plan to release Senator Bradley Bozeman next week at the league. A league source confirms Bozeman is due a $1.5 million roster bonus on March 16th. Free agency begins on the 13th. All right, so Bozeman is gone. All right, boom. All right, here we go. This dude right here. Panthers are reconstructing tight end Ian Thomas's contract per lead source. Some have speculated whether Carolina might cut Thomas, who, like Hayden Hurst, Bradley Bozeman, and Dante Jackson, is due a roster bonus on March 16th. Thomas is likely taking a bit of a pay cut as he did last year. I mean, gosh, the dude is probably going to make about $200,000 or something like that. I don't know. He took a pay cut last year. He's going to take another pay cut just to stay relevant inside the league. I don't understand for the life of me why we still have this dude. I just don't. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm about to show you guys this real quick. Let me remove my ticker real quick. All right. So this is Ian Thomas right here. This right here is Ian Thomas in a nutshell. All right. His best year was his rookie year. Gosh, why is that so common? Jeremy Chin's best year was his rookie year. And since then, they've both been horrible, man. 2018, 38 receptions, 333 yards, 9.3 yards, average, 2 touchdowns. 2019, 16, 136, 8.5 average, 1 touchdown. This is a tight end. 2020, 20 receptions, 145 yards, 7.3. You notice that the yards keep going down, right? And then he has a spike. 21, 18, 188, 10.4. I mean, golly, he only no touchdowns. 2022, 21 receptions, 197. This guy hasn't broken 200 yards receiving in a season since his rookie season. 9.4 average, no touchdowns. This past year, 5 receptions, 56 yards, 11.2 average, no touchdowns. The dude has given you 4 touchdowns since 2018. And for the life of me, I don't understand why this dude is still on the team. Some might say that he's going to be the greatest blocking tight end that there's ever been in Carolina Panthers history. All he's going to do is block. Gosh, this is the stuff I'm talking about. If we like, And I get it. I understand we have to have people here to do something. I get it. But man, this dude right here, bro, I almost feel the same way about him that I feel about Shaq Thompson, bro. Like, just go away. The same way Howard feels about Bryce Young, I feel about this dude right here, man. Just go away, yo. Like, man, it's aggravating, bro. Five receptions for 50, bro. That's 10 yards. That's 10 yards in 17 games. If you break down his average, I don't. Let me take this dude off the screen. He aggravated me. No, I can't take him off because he's the person I'm talking about. So dang, I can't take him off. Oh man, going to move Ian to guard a I just don't get it. Yeah, man. I don't get it, man. The Ian ran 20 miles an hour on a speed radar, Scott Feeder. Yeah, man. Listen, man. I don't get it, bro. Hey, man. Links to chat. There's one last piece here, but I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. I hate the move. I'm cool with the Bradley Bozeman because us moving forward as a team, I do believe that you can get a guard who's going to grow with the team, a young center who's going to grow with the team, and for us to continue on what we're doing. But man, this Ian Thomas thing just got me tight. Yo, Twan, Nick, what's up?
What up? What's good?
Yo, what's good, bro?
Shit.
How y'all feel, man?
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you now, Prime.
What up?
I'm coming here to eat you up, bro. I'm coming.
Oh my gosh! Why, bro? Why? Why can't we be peaceable?
No, because I'm gonna educate y'all. And
okay.
the thing with a lot of Panthers fans is y'all don't like to be educated, man. Y'all just like to just talk. Bro.
No.
Listen.
No.
Let me tell you
okay,
the Ian Thomas story. Because see, the thing is, Prom didn't even know if we drafted him or not. So that was mistake number one.
No. I knew we drafted him. I just had to look up and see when it was and all that stuff like that. I knew
you said,
bro.
Did we even draft him? You didn't even know.
Hold on. Twan.
Listen, let me get
Twan.
you. Let me get you.
Twan, hold. Twan, now. We're going to go down that road. Let's go down that road. Let's go. Let's do it. Go ahead.
I'm going to give y'all a teachable moment.
Go ahead. Let's do it.
They went and got Ian Thomas out of Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
When Rule was there. Ian Thomas was one of the prime tight ends in that draft. When he was at Indiana, if you go look at his Indiana film, boy was catching everything, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wide open, doing everything. When he got to the Panthers, everybody just immediately expected him to follow Greg Olsen and do what Olsen did when he departed.
Okay, go ahead.
And I was just like, wait, hold on. That's a bit much to try to put on this rookie. But look, if you let anybody talk or in these comments, they're going to tell you, everybody expected Ian Thomas to be Greg Olsen as soon as he got here.
Yeah, okay.
Man, he's trying. He just learned the Greg Olsen. He's trash. He can't. And the thing was, so then after that first year, they decided that they didn't want to use the tight end no more. Now remember who our offensive coordinator was? It was Brady. Remember that?
Joe Brady, yeah.
Joe Brady. Now tell me if I'm lying, right? Joe Brady did not use the tight end.
Yeah, this is true.
He did not incorporate the tight end into his offense at all.
Yeah.
So Ian was just out there like, well, what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? And then they tried to turn him into a blocking tight end. You know what I'm saying? So when it came time with Matt Rule to get rid of him, Matt Rule, and it was like, nah, he coming back because now he's a great blocking tight end. You know what I'm saying? See, Prime was going on and on about his catches and his touchdowns, but how you gonna get catches and get touchdowns? And help me out, Nick, if they ain't throwing you the ball.
This is true. I mean, you're definitely right, Twan. Joe Brady
Right.
came from that LSU. He wants to run 3 wide receivers.
He did
tight
not
end.
want to run tight ends at all. If he could have got rid of tight ends, he would have.
It was just a glorified blocker in the system.
Did the same thing. Did the same thing to Randy Moss's son when he was at LSU. You know what I'm saying? He didn't run him that much.
Yep.
So then when they came to re-sign him, Matt Rule was like, "Nah, I ain't get rid of him." And then Ian came back in the camp like all built up, everything. He was ready to run. He got faster, ready to catch passes. And then we got a new coordinator that decided that he didn't want to use the tight end either. That was Bob McAdoo.
Ben McAdoo.
You know what I'm saying?
His name is Ben McAdoo.
McAdoo. You know what I'm saying?
His name is not Bob, it's Ben.
Shout out Bob McAdoo.
Yeah. Ben McAdoo. Yeah. And then, so Ian out there, like, once again, bro, listen, I am a catching tight end, and y'all turned me into a blocking tight end. And so, but he's doing the blocking well. Nobody ever said he was a bad blocking tight end, but he's blocking well. Now Ian is on his 4th offensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. And they've used him wrong his entire career. So my thing is, if y'all gonna say, let's move on from Ian because we ain't using him right, then I understand the argument. Use that argument. But don't say what he didn't do when they did not allow him to do it. He didn't do it.
He had an opportunity to catch a touchdown this season. Did he make the touchdown? He's a tight end. No, Twan. Answer that question. You came in guns blazing. No, answer that question. When he had the opportunity, did he do it?
Who threw the ball?
No. Because I'm about to shut down your whole premise.
You can't shut it down.
Why don't you have that same thought process when it comes down to Bryce? Why you want to get rid of Bryce then?
Because Bryce is trash over and over again.
No. He's a rookie. Why don't you allow him to grow?
Well, I mean, like you said, like Ian Thompson came in, his best year was his rookie year.
Well, hold on. Wait a second. 333 yards, right? Two touchdowns.
Hey, look, I'm gonna let Nick have it because I've already proved my point.
You ain't proved nothing, bro.
I did. You just want to accept it. I did. You just want to accept it.
No, you didn't prove anything. You didn't prove anything.
Here's the way I look at it.
It's the truth. Wait, hold on. And the reason why they're keeping him now is because he's the best. He's one of the best blocking tight ends in the league.
How is he the best blocking tight end with multiple times, bro? That's what I'm saying. You Panthers fans, listen to me. Listen to me. No, listen to me. You don't go back and rewatch film. That's the problem.
I watch film all the time,
bro. Well, if you watch film, then you would have saw multiple times how Ian Thomas missed blocks more than once this season.
Here's the way I look at it, PPP. So we have 3 tight ends on the team now after we cut Hayden Hurst and we restructure him. In my opinion, I would. So we got Steven Sullivan, Tommy Tremble, and Ian Thomas. Me personally, I like Steven Sullivan the most out of all 3 of them. Ian is a good blocker. He's good run after the catch, like Scotty Fitz said. He hit 20 miles per hour, blah, blah, blah. Truth of the matter is, man, he ain't scored a touchdown in 3 years. But at the same time, I'm also looking at it from Twan's perspective. He ain't getting no burn. But at the same time, he ain't getting no burn for a reason.
He had the ball thrown to him this year. He ain't catch it.
So, Prof, you gonna talk about that one time out of 3 years?
He's only been targeted one time out of 3 years.
Hey, look, what I'm saying is he got to come with a bigger sample size. He can't say he missed one pass in 3 years.
I've already done that, though. I said that if you go back and you watch the film from this year, Ian Thomas has missed blocks. He hasn't been able to bring the ball in. I've shown that. I've told you guys that multiple times. Go back and watch the film, bro. I'm telling you.
I can explain that. Look, I'm a film rat, bro. I can explain that. Explain that. Listen, and Nick, listen to this, Nick. Nick, how good was our offensive line this year?
Very up and down. Not good.
So when everybody is bad, right? Then guys got to cover for other guys. Guys got to cover for other guys, and then you got to bump out or whatever. See, Prime don't want to hear the truth.
Yeah. No, I've told the truth.
You got to save other guys from when they miss their tackle, which means now your man is wide open.
It's not about. It's not, bro. It's not about that though. I'm talking about one-on-one. I'm talking about listen, bro.
Listen to this, Prime. You said
Go ahead.
Prime, listen to this.
When the
whole O-line is bad,
yeah.
And Nick, help me out. A tight end is just an extension of what? The
O-line.
Offensive line, yeah.
So then,
hold on, wait.
Why you picking on
Don't talk to Nick. Don't talk to Nick. You talk to me. You talking to? Don't call Nick name.
I need to talk to somebody who's making sense this morning.
I'm about to drop Nick. So all you can do is talk. No, I'm about to drop you now. So all he can do is talk to me. Talk to Nick. Yeah.
But
real quick, I gotta have somebody who's looking at it from the right side, bro.
Okay,
you dragging. This is what play y'all drag players through the mud and y'all don't tell the whole context.
Twan, hold on. Hey guys, real quick, man. If you guys haven't done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Sure. Also, become a member of Panthers Prime Podcast. This is members.
Y'all hit that up, man. Y'all hit that up, bro.
This is members only comments today, man. Only members can put a comment inside the comment section, man. So if you want to put a comment in, if you want to be on Twan's side, if you want to be on Twan's side or PPP side,
hey, look,
hit the join now button and voice your opinion. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, look, bro. I'm gonna say this to a whole lot of these podcasts out here. I see now. I done taught y'all something. Now y'all learning.
What you mean?
With the subscribers, with that subscribers only.
Yo, here's my thing though.
You want to get your subs up? Tell them you're gonna turn that subscriber only on, and then they'll hit it.
He's been in the league his 5th year. He is what he is at this point. You know what I mean? Yep. Did he have talent coming out? Sure, but he hasn't been able to put it all together, and that shows in why he's not getting enough play, because if he was, he'd get more burn. That's the way I look at it. You know what I mean?
C. Dougie, what's up, man?
Before C. Dougie go, I want to ask Prime one more question, and I'll stop. And I guarantee you Nick gonna start laughing, though. And Prime, listen, you got 20 seconds. You got 20 seconds, Prime, since you watch film.
Hold on, wait. You don't tell me how much time I got on my own podcast.
Okay, you're right. Listen, name 2 tight end coaches that Carolina has had in the past 6 years. Name just 2 of them.
I don't know.
I'm done, Nick.
All right, have a good one, Twan.
I ain't going.
That's the answer he wanted. But guess what? It don't matter about the tight end coaches. It don't matter about No, it does not matter about the tight end coaches. It don't matter. That doesn't matter. The production that the dude has given you over the past since 2018 right now.
Because they don't use him, Prime.
Well, hold on. Wait a second. But you said that he was drafted highly talented and all that stuff. He was drafted.
Film.
Hold on, wait a second. You said he was drafted highly talented to come in here and be that bridge from Olsen to him now, right? Why he only put up 4 touchdowns? They still don't see that same scouting in him. They don't see that no more. They don't see that same possibility. No, that's what they don't. They don't see that same possibility in him.
No, I'm just saying, just to keep it fair though. Listen, who's the tight end for the Atlanta Falcons? Pitts, right?
Pitts.
Right. How many touchdowns did Pitts, who went in the first round? How many touchdowns did Pitts get in his rookie year?
What does that matter?
Had 1. But the difference with that is, Twan, teams were game planning against Kyle Pitts. When teams were going to play the Atlanta Falcons, Kyle Pitts was highlighted.
I agree.
Ian Thomas was never highlighted on any game plans for any teams.
But hey, fellas, can I get in here real quick?
They didn't get it correctly.
Nah, that ain't it. Go ahead, see Dougie.
Hey, I'm actually. Did you make it back to the crib first? Because I actually thought you were going. Did you make it back to the house, D?
Oh man, I'm actually in Greer, South Carolina, man.
Okay.
Is getting ready to go to DC tomorrow, man.
Okay. Because I thought you were gonna go live later because I know some more news gonna drop.
Nah, man, I gotta get in this bed, man.
Okay, I would make this point. People want to look at DJ Johnson. What was the point made with Ian Thomas, whenever we drafted him? He was a project. He only been playing football for a certain amount of time. Indiana was not known as a tight end if you want to put it that way. But if you look at it, he was supposed, and I will give Twan this point. Only point that I agree with him, he was supposed to be the bridge between Greg Olsen. The next Greg Olsen or the next great tight end to help our quarterback, which was Cam Newton. And ever since he's been in the league, he's only had 4 touchdowns. The problem I have with that is it's like he has to have dirt on somebody. There's no way that you get two
Man,
restructures
whatever.
back to back. I'm just being honest. Think about it. What production has he done? We cut Dante Jackson, but Dante Jackson, is no strings attached. But now when it comes to Ian Thomas, he does another pay cut, which he knows that no other team is going to pick him up. So I would take the bare minimum to be a veteran on this team and help that room out. That's the only thing I'm looking at it as. It's nothing against him. I'm just saying, like, everybody's been saying it. We thought Ian Thomas was going to be cut. I would say this with the Bradley Bozeman. We knew that was going to happen. I wasn't the only person saying that. A lot of people are doing their research saying Bradley Bozeman does not fit the scheme of Dave Canales. He will be cut, and a lot of people are not going to like it. But when you look at it with Ian Thomas, again, what has he done for us? Like, I would just literally wait for somebody to say on this panel or in the chat, what has Ian Thomas done for the Carolina Panthers since he's been on the team?
Now you give it to Twan. He's done a lot, right?
Hey, listen to this, man.
I'm just trying to
see,
figure
my
it out.
thing is,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna go back and forth because I'm already proving my point.
Twan, you haven't proven anything. The only thing that you've proven is
man. You and C. Dougie can get on here and say how much he has done all y'all want to.
Twan, why you keep over talking me, man? The only thing that you've proven is that we are continuing to keep a person on the team who ain't done nothing for us.
Okay.
Now your starting premise was he came in as a rookie, and everybody elevated him to the point where he was going to be that guy. And I simply ask you, why isn't that same premise placed on Bryce Young?
So PPP.
Oh, whoa. Hold on,
PPP,
Nick. Real quick. Hold on, Nick. Repeat that last part about Bryce Young.
I said I said he came in. He said he was a rookie. Came in and he had all this high hope, and we pushed him to that point. We need to give him some time, and we gave him time. So why isn't that same outlook placed on Bryce from Twan, not from anybody else? From Twan.
I know where you're getting at because Twan been wanting Bryce to go, so I understand where you're coming from with that point.
That's what I'm saying.
I understand I understand.
But guess what? Bryce
question.
ain't going nowhere. Bryce ain't going nowhere.
That's
not
not
yet.
Thomas,
right here.
But Ian Thomas ain't going nowhere. Ian Thomas been on the
It's a bad argument to debate, to argue Ian Thomas against Bryce Young. That's
Here's the way I look
debate.
at it. Since we drafted Tommy Tremble,
it's not.
Ian Thomas hasn't caught a touchdown. This is just a fact. Since we drafted Tommy Tremble, Ian Thomas has not caught a touchdown. So it's like, it sounds like since they drafted Tommy Tremble, it was Ian Thomas's replacement. So it's, he's been on the team now, and it's like I feel like they were forced to keep Ian Thomas now because unfortunately Hayden Hurst has his thing where he might look like he might have to retire, and hope all goes well with him and his health. But that's just the way the cookie crumbled. Do you feel me? Like I feel like if Hayden Hurst was coming back, Ian Thomas would have been cut. But since Hayden Hurst looks like he's going to retire, Panthers looked at it like we got 3 tight ends on roster. To me, I don't even think we're going to draft a tight end this year, fellas, in the draft.
We're not. And it don't matter because we ain't going to win anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, answer this question. What are the 3 tight ends? Only 2 that I know for sure is Ian Thomas and Tommy Tremble.
Steven Sullivan's better than both of them.
Sullivan is actually still on this team.
Yeah, I believe Sullivan is still on this team if I'm not mistaken, or at least he's a whatchamacallit, a free agent.
A restricted free agent.
Yeah.
He'll be back.
Yeah.
I mean, throwing him the ball.
No, he did. I mean, he did
Bryce
like throwing him the ball, man.
Bryce's longest completion of the season was to him against Chicago in that Thursday night game.
Right, but you want to know why? You want to know why that happened, man? You had play action. You had the line
discredit him.
All right, Twan, I hear you, man. The reason why it happened. I'm about to discredit who?
Ian.
I've been discrediting Ian Thomas. I've been doing
tight end. Why you keep asking about his catches?
Right, because we don't need him on the team, bro. We got 3 tight ends with the possibility of probably bringing in someone else. Why keep him?
Bron, can I tell you something I don't think you're aware of?
What's up?
Our team sucks, and we're not gonna win this year either. But you want to cut, like you don't want Birds on the team. Bradley Bozeman or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I mean, look, I was more shocked by them letting him go. But again,
I wasn't.
Bozeman is
I
more.
wasn't shocked either.
Yeah, Bozeman is more downhill with the running, and see, and he's a running center. Like, you know what I'm saying, when we run. But is it his fault? Is it his fault that we went in Bryce Young? You know what the whole irony of that situation is too, and I'm gonna break it down with the film I did when I interviewed Bradley Bozeman. Is Bradley Bozeman wanted when I asked him directly, you know what I'm saying, who do you want, CJ Stroud or Bryce Young? You know what I'm saying? And he laughed because he didn't want to answer. So I pressed the issue. I said, it would be nice for you to reconnect with another Alabama quarterback or whatever. And then he smiled real hard, like as if to say, yeah, Bryce. So is it his fault that they decided to do whatever they was decided to do with Bryce and try to put the ball in Bryce's hands and throw the ball all the time when Bryce can't get the ball up the field like that? So once again, in my opinion, more people getting fired. But
all right, and just like you said, Twan, in your opinion ain't the final opinion. It's what I'm trying to get you to realize. So you coming on the platform saying that you did this, you did that, bro. It's your opinion about it. I don't believe that Ian Thomas is worth reconstructing this upcoming season. He's done nothing since his rookie year, and I don't care whether or not it's because of the fact that the coaches didn't play him in that capacity or not. He's not effective right now. It hasn't been for years. Why keep him? That's my position on it. Yo, real quick, shout out to Big Smurf, man, for becoming a member of Panthers Prime Podcast, man. Yeah, I mean that's my full position, man.
I didn't hear what you said. Like my mic cut
out.
Oh
no, what I was saying is that's your opinion on it. You said this is my opinion. I said that's your opinion, and my opinion, but your opinion ain't the final authority. Is what I'm saying. So you came in here and you said you came in here. You came in here and you was like, "Yo, I'm about to drop this on you, and I'm about to put you in your place, basically." You know what I mean about this whole tight end situation.
Because what I said, when I came in, that was not opinion based, and Nick can tell you that. That's what really happened, bro.
Well, bro, he hasn't done anything.
My thing with the Ian Thomas thing is,
bro, you telling somebody ain't dead when they don't use him like that.
He only got 4 touchdowns since 2018, bro.
Because they don't use him like that.
Well,
what are you not getting about that?
Why keep him then?
But that's also a testament to Ian Thomas not progressing the way that they thought he would progress. I feel like obviously if he got better, he played better, he would get more burn on the field. You know what I mean? He just hasn't. It's like his production has dropped off every year. It's because he just hasn't earned that privilege to be on the field that much. It has to be something with his mentality. I don't know, man. But we restructured him last year, so it's like I feel like I don't know, man. I don't know what the hell the Panthers are doing, bro. This shit make no sense to me.
It's no need to keep this dude, man. I'm sorry.
This shit make no sense to me, dog. It makes no sense to me. To me, this is like a wash year for us, bro. Just go out, stink again. We're going to have a boatload of cap space next year and a high draft pick. Next year is where we got to make big splashes, bro. That's just what it is. Because I was looking at over the cap. We could restructure Moten. We could restructure Thielen. We could restructure Miles Sanders, Von Bell. It'll only create like an extra $20 million in cap space. That's not even worth it. You know what I mean? It's not even worth to do all that because now you're just kicking the can down to next year and then you're going to have to pay these dudes next year. So it's like, just stink this year like we're gonna, and just go into next year.
And then cut in next year.
Yeah, and just go hard next year.
What's the difference in cutting him this year and cutting him next year? What's the difference?
I don't know. It really is no difference.
Bro, like
I'm gonna be honest with you. But the thing is, they gotta have somebody back there.
They got somebody back there. I mean,
PPP because the Hayden Hurst
it's not gonna make a difference.
I'm telling you,
you got somebody back there.
We would have cut Ian Thomas, bro. But the fact that Hayden Hurst went through this, bro, is the reason why we had to keep Ian Thomas. Because it's like, why cut Ian Thomas when we're gonna lose Hayden Hurst? We're only gonna have 2 tight ends, and now we're gonna have to go out and spend money on a tight end when we don't have.
And we ain't gonna use that motherfucker next year.
Yeah,
that's more black money.
Yeah. I don't see the reason to keep him.
I mean, Tommy Sullivan. Tremble to me is tight end one.
You got Sullivan. You got Tommy Tremble. You could have went out there. There's plenty of tight ends inside the draft. There's plenty of tight ends in free agency. I mean, you could have did something this year with the tight end position instead of keeping
Carolina
the same.
didn't make a move.
Instead of keeping Ian Thomas on the team. It makes no sense to me. No sense to me at all. But hey, some people like it. Some people, it is what it is. Real quick, guys. I want to bring this up real quick about Amir Smith-Marsette. Earlier today on Twitter, man, he posted this right here, asking fans to go ahead and somebody cut up every route that he ran this past season, which including this preseason, and see how open I am.
I remember he was balling out in the preseason.
He was killing it, man.
Yeah,
he was killing it, man.
To me, Smith-Marsette, and this isn't no huge praise because we don't have great guys on the team like that. But to me, he's the most dangerous player on our team with the ball in his hands.
It's a fact.
He's absolutely the most dangerous player on our team with the ball in his hands, especially at wide receiver. You know what I mean? So I mean, for God's sakes, he ran the punt back against the Bears. That was our first punt return for a touchdown in like 7 years, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember watching. I was like, oh my God, we're gonna return a punt for a touchdown finally. Bro. You know what I mean? So I mean, he's fast. He's really agile. He can make moves. It's just, you know what I mean? I would love to bring him back, especially for the money situation. Like, it ain't gonna be a lot. He'll be a punt return guy. He'll be wide receiver, 4 or 5. Hopefully he could make some progression. You know what I mean? This is the time for every NFL player where they got to progress, bro. They got to be working, bro. You know what I mean? Working on their craft. He has the talent to be a solid wide receiver in the NFL, in my opinion.
Let me tell you what I love about this statement. And I'm telling you, I'm always players first. That's one thing people got to know about me. And people will say, Twan, you're not team first? No. And I know that's going to rattle people because I play the game. I'm always going to be players first because I know what these teams do within the players. But what I love about what he did and these players having a voice is this. He's highlighting, look, without even ever saying our names, look at the poor decisions that the Carolina Panthers continue to make. Go look at my tape and see how wide open I am, and then ask them why I'm not on the field more.
Yeah, he's basically shitting on the organization by saying that, bro. He's basically like
you know what I'm
in between the lines, when you look at it, he's basically saying, bro, they don't open their eyes. They're not looking.
Like if they really trying to win, why am I not on the field?
I'll tell you one thing. I like him more than LaVisca or Terrace Marshall or Shi Smith or
LaVisca Chenault is just like, man, come on, bro. His time is up with us.
Yeah, he'll run it back.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like if he was injured and some injury I don't know about, and then like he comes back, whatever, then I mean, whatever. I'm just saying everybody got their last shot, in my opinion, this year to do whatever they're gonna do to try to stay on this team, because next year is gonna be completely should be completely different with all the money that we gonna have and whatever. And if you want to stick around, then you gotta show it this year. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I'm glad he did what he did or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it's like this. So when the Carolina goes to start doing something dumb, then he got that tape out there, and it seems like teams know better than we do. Like, they not even using this dude, Amir Smith-Marsette. I hope they do something stupid and we're going to go scoop him.
You know what's wild, Twan, to me in PPP? It's like we traded a 7th-round pick at the end of the preseason from. So they clearly saw the talent. They saw it. You traded a 7th-round pick for him. I know it's not a high draft pick, but a draft pick's still a draft pick. That's the way I look at it. You traded a 7th-round pick for the kid. Why did you let him run any routes, bro? Only time he was on the field was to get wide receiver reverses and shit. You know what I mean? Little gadget plays.
Hey, real quick, Big Smurf, man, thank you for becoming a member of Panthers Prime Podcast. I saw your message that you had a little issue with PayPal, but so glad, man, that you came on board, man. Real quick, just looking at some comments, man. AJ Brooks says, this does tell me that we're not drafting a tight end this year. Luke Latchett from Ohio State next year, okay. I mean, from Iowa State.
Luke Lachey, yeah. That kid's gonna be he's a problem.
Pretty good.
He's going to be a problem when he come in the league.
Word. Fant will be a free agent. They may sign him. All right. H-Town Texan. Got the eyes. I got you. Marsette has figured it out. Bryce can't see him. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm not going to lie. I'm very, very high on Amir Smith-Marsette. I was high on him since I saw his tape with the Vikings, his tape with the Chiefs. I think that the Panthers weren't using him in the right capacity as a punt returner, whatever it is.
Bro, I'm not gonna. My PPP. Here's my thing. When I saw the Smith-Marsette, I did not see a young player shine like that in the preseason since Victor Cruz. So when I saw him, I was like, oh my God, this might be our Victor Cruz moment. You know what I mean? Because he came up out of nowhere and he shined in that preseason, just like Amir Smith-Marsette was. So I had some, you feel me, some hopes for Amir Smith-Marsette, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the Panthers are going to realize that he needs to be implemented into the offensive scheme. Doesn't need to be on special teams because he doesn't flourish, in my opinion, in that capacity. Go ahead, Twan.
I'm just glad that Prime admitted that he's witnessed the Carolina Panthers using players incorrectly.
Well, listen, Ian Thomas has shown me over and over
again. It's what we're known for, though, Prime. It ain't even just the Ian Thomas thing. It's what we do.
But here's the thing, though, man. Here's the thing: the correlation between Ian Thomas and Amir Smith-Marsette being used in the wrong position doesn't compare to one another. It just doesn't.
Yeah, well,
Amir Smith-Marsette, while he was a punt returner, returned a touchdown. Amir Smith-Marsette, while he was in the offensive play, scored a touchdown and got us yards. Since we have Ian Thomas being just a blocking tight end, he has missed assignments. He's done that.
Oh man, you're not making a point with that, Prime. You really not, bro.
Well, that's your opinion, bro.
I mean, Ian's still here. You know what I'm saying? And they still rocking with him, and they re-signing him. So it's for a reason. If nothing but he's a good blocking tight end. You don't think he is? But they keep him.
He got lucky that this injury happened to Hayden Hurst.
I know. I believe it's got a lot to do with that injury too.
Yeah, he would have gotten cut.
So you can't even. So you just admitted to that. You can't even say that he's good then. If Hayden Hurst would have been here, he wouldn't have been here.
I just thought it was time for us to move on from him.
Come on, Twan.
But look, Prime, I've said this a million. Ask anybody to watch my show. I said it a million. I said it a year ago. I said, if we ain't going to use the dude correctly, then let him go somewhere else. That's why I was mad when they did what they did the last time with the re-up. I said, it don't matter if y'all pay him if y'all ain't going to use him correctly.
Somebody drafted him and looked at a couple of different plays or whatever, and just assumed that this 4th round pick was going to be him. And he hasn't panned out to that. He just hasn't.
But Prime, why do you think at the time people said, oh, we're going to go get Ian Thomas to succeed Olsen if he wasn't that guy in college?
Well, I don't know because I wasn't in their minds. But what I will say is after seeing since 2018, what is that, 5-6 years of play? Do you think it was the right pick for a 4th round pick?
Yes. At the time it was.
No. I'm not saying at the time. I said since
okay, but it does matter. Look, has he gone through coming on like 4 or 5 offensive coordinators now? Yes.
But here's the thing with Ian Thomas. We're getting this messed up, bro. He didn't even play in college till his junior year, bro. He played 2 years of college football. His junior year, he played in 2 games, 3 catches for 28 yards. And then in 2017, he was a senior. He played in 9 games, 25 catches, 376 yards. And then he came out in the draft. So it's not like he balled out in the Big Ten as a tight end. You know what I mean? And we took him in the 4th round. You know what I mean? A 4th round pick on a guy who caught 25 balls in college. So that's 3 catches a game.
But Twan want to keep a guy. You just said, okay, I didn't even look at his stats in college. What was his highest amount of yards he got?
He ain't do shit in college, PPP. I'm looking at it right now. He played 2 years in college. He didn't even play as a freshman or a sophomore.
No, it's true. It's true. But when they went to him, Prime, every time they went to him, he managed to get himself wide open on long yard pass plays, and the dude just didn't go down like that or whatever. It was only Prime. He only played 2 years.
Let me refresh y'all memory real quick. All right. This right here is what Twan wants. Or what Twan is vying for right now.
Hey, and
to stay here in Carolina.
Because you didn't tell the correct story about this guy.
Like I said, if you go to 2021 is when we drafted Tommy Tremble. He has not caught a touchdown since we drafted Tommy Tremble. So to me,
Shout out real quick to 336 Boston for becoming a member of Panthers Prime Podcast. 336, man. Hey, man, you've been coming at my neck the past couple of days, man. Hit the link, man. Let's talk, baby. Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead, Nick.
Nah, but that's to me that was like a call-in 2021 when they got Tommy Tremble. That is like, bro, they're already looking to move on from Ian Thomas, and he's been on this team for 3 years now. He's done nothing, bro. He's done nothing.
He's done nothing. I'm pretty sure. Listen, we can. Tommy Tremble can block. Freaking Sullivan can block, right? Like, I'm not keeping the guy on my team just because he can block, yo. I'm not doing that. What's my offensive line for?
Yeah, but when the offensive line is bad, you do want that extra tight end who could at least, block and check release to the flat. You know what I mean?
Right, that's but we're not even using him in the flat though. Like, when's the last time you seen him? When's the last time you see him catch a ball out the flat?
Shit.
I'm trying to show. Listen,
2-3 years ago, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. So he's not even a threat, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he's not even a threat.
Yeah. Because it's like when teams see him out there, they're like, who that? You know what I mean? Like, we ain't
exactly.
We ain't accounted for that. Yeah.
Exactly, man. So, and bro, just go back and look at. I'm telling you, man. When you go back and just look at the offensive line, bro, he ain't doing nothing.
Real quick, PPP. At least if you're a red zone target, like Tommy's at least good in the red zone.
Exactly.
At least if you're good in the red zone, you could use your body, box out a linebacker or a DB, and catch it right at the goal line and fall in for a touchdown. He don't even like Tommy could at least win matchups in the goal line and catch touchdowns at least. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, I don't want him on the team. I think this reconstruction. Oh, go ahead, Twan. Go ahead, Twan.
Oh, I didn't say nothing. I was just like, I appreciate what Nick said though, but I mean, my memory serves me correctly. With the stats, what I'm saying, when he was at Indiana, Nick, didn't he get around 14, 15 yards every reception?
Yeah, he averaged a good yards per catch. Yeah,
sounds like Indiana should have used him more.
I feel you. I mean, you know what I mean.
And then, guess what? Tell me I'm lying about this too, Nick. He was on the watch list when he went to the Senior Bowl, where he smashed that. He killed it in the Senior Bowl as well.
That's why he got drafted in the 4th round. Facts. He did have a good showing at the Senior Bowl. Yep.
Okay. I mean, he's 6 years into the NFL.
Reception is not bad for a tight end, bro.
Yeah.
But
like PPP just said, you just finished your 6th year in the NFL. Like, he is what he is at this point. You know what I mean? The project's up at this point.
Yeah, I don't want y'all to get it twisted. I would have never drafted Ian Thomas. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that since he's played here, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and then the way I saw this man get utilized, I saw him when he first came in, it was kind of impressive. I was like, okay, we got something to work with. But then they kind of went to him a lot. He caught a lot of balls, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. I definitely didn't think we used him correctly in the red zone. I'm like, damn, how are we never going to throw to a tight end in the red zone? That's dumb. Because we was too busy trying to run Chris McCaffrey every damn where and let him try to get in the damn red zone. But what I'm saying is, if y'all going to tell the story on Ian Thomas, then put it all in there, bro. We'd never use that man correctly.
Okay, let me ask you this, Twan. When we go to tell the story about Bryce Young, are we going to look at his stats, or are we going to look at how we used him in the scheme?
I'm gonna look at I'm gonna look at how we use them too at the same time.
Okay.
The first question that I'm gonna do is this though.
Okay.
Why did you go get Bryce Young when you knew he didn't fit the scheme to begin with? And if you knew he had challenges with throwing the ball upfield, then why'd you go get the guy? Man, we're gonna forever be look like clowns because of what CJ Stroud did anyway.
I think it's out there that Tepper vetoed it. Frank Reich wanted, and that's the I didn't like the Frank Reich hiring, but one thing I will cut some slack for Frank Reich is he wanted CJ Stroud. He wanted the quarterback. Him and Josh McCown wanted CJ Stroud. They just got vetoed at the end of the day by Tepper, which when we look back at it 5, 7, 10 years down the road, it's gonna look like You know, I'm on record. I'm gonna keep saying it. It's gonna be considered one of the worst trades to move up to number one in
Bro, we gonna be a Jordan meme, bro.
in maybe history, bro. Like especially with what we gave up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like we were better off just staying at 9, keeping Baker, and drafting Jalen Carter at 9. We'd be in a way better situation right now if we did that.
But see, Prime was already gone on record. Prime would have took CJ too.
Yeah, I think we all. I think we all wanted CJ. I know. I
was.
We all would, yeah.
But then after what happened transpired last year, one guy who they said was going to be all that, the thinker, the American sweetheart, and all that, one guy looks like trash. And you know what I'm saying? And we saw what happened. And then the guy that they tried to get down on or whatever comes out, and he could have been in the MVP discussion. Period. Not just amongst rookies.
Yeah. But here's my thing.
So we're going to always be in somebody's memes or questions, or we're going to be a trivia question. It's like when they picked Sam Bowie over Jordan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let me ask y'all this question real quick. Antoine, you know, we cool, man. You know, that's how we get down. You got me there today, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. You got me there today. Anyway.
What? Oh yeah, man. That's what we're supposed to do. I hope nobody taking us serious think we really arguing.
Nah.
That's what makes the content great, man.
This is football talk, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
We ain't supposed to be nice.
Yeah, man.
And that's the point of debate. We're not supposed to always agree. We're supposed to disagree.
I'm not gonna kumbaya Panthers Prime every time I'm over here. I don't expect him to do it to me whenever he comes to my show.
Yeah, man. Let me ask you this question, man. Who do y'all think the Panthers? Well, I ain't gonna ask that question. That's a real hypothetical. Who's the next person on the chopping block y'all think?
10.
Chin.
Oh, Chin. Yeah. Well, his contract's up though, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, he gone. You're talking about as far as being cut, PPP?
Being cut. Yep.
So my answer before the Bozeman, shout out C Dougie, he called this shit like a week or two ago. My pick was gonna be Brady Christensen, but it looks like we're keeping Brady now since we cut Bozeman. After that, maybe Shy Tuttle, maybe Miles Sanders.
Can I tell you who the next cut should be? It's not a cut though. It should be a trade. I'm gonna blow y'all minds with this.
If you say Derek Brown, Twan.
I think considering the circumstances, bro, and we ain't gonna be good next year, and probably not that great after that. I think you got to move Chen. I think you got to move Derek Brown, and you got to move Louisville, man.
All right, y'all say bye to Twan.
Okay, so
real quick,
let me explain it why quickly though, because if you sign these guys, right? I'm being honest with y'all. I don't think we're gonna be looking anything good until 5 years from now, minimum. And the thing is, so is Derek Brown signing a check just to get his money, or does Derek Brown want to sign a check, get his money, and win? Because we ain't gonna be winning. Why would he be motivated to stay on a team that's not going to win?
You know what it is, Twan? I think it is. These guys are all competitors. Like you said, you played football. Yeah. At the end of the day, bro, I played football too. It's like, yeah, you might look at the team and be like, yeah, we not good, but the competitor in you, you're not going to come out and be like, yeah, we going to suck next year. You're going to come out and motherfucking compete. You know what I mean?
I know, but the competitor in you, the competitor in me is like this. It's so much greater when there's no money involved, though. Will you agree with that, though, Nick?
You ain't lying there, doggy. That's why I love college basketball more than the NBA.
When that money's involved, bro, it's like, look, I ain't doing this for free, bro.
So they play harder. You know what I mean?
Andrew, what's up, man?
Hey, man,
bro. What up, Drew?
Hey, how we doing, guys? I happen to agree with Prime because the problem is we've got to where, because our organization has done so bad work, we think mediocrity is acceptable. Okay,
talk your talk.
Both Tommy Tremble and Ian Thomas are at best third string tight ends.
Backups, yep.
Listen, Hayden Hurst is done. I know he's gone, but his worst year was better than Tommy Tremble's best year.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got tight ends that are getting 130, 40 yards a season. That's not acceptable. So if we're going to redo this thing, let's do it right and quit restructuring these contracts to guys that shouldn't even be on the team.
Don't deserve it.
So, I'm just saying that if we've got a 6th or 7th round pick and we can go get a tight end, what the hell are we losing? We're going to the possible great contributions of Tommy Trimble and Ian Thomas?
That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. There's no need to keep this dude, man, and restructure anything, man. He hasn't done anything, regardless to what the position that they had him in, whether it was him being a free roaming tight end or a blocking tight end, bro. He hasn't done anything, man.
Well, hey, PPP, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go on mute. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Juan is right. They haven't used him very much, but there's a reason for that, you guys. Look how many coaches he's had, from head coach to tight end coach. He can't crack the starting lineup. And we're desperate for tight ends. We haven't had a good tight end since Greg Olsen. So it's time to start moving people that just aren't cutting it, rather than hanging on to them and throwing it out there. Well, it's because he doesn't have this or he doesn't have that, or the coach is not using them. We need to quit accepting the fact that he's the best that we got and trying something different. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with you, man. And listen, Twan, I get what you're saying. Trust me, I do. I understand completely what you're saying, man. But that argument only goes so far, man. It only goes so far. Like, at some point, you got to be able to produce, man. I can't keep patting you on your shoulder and telling you, man, it's gonna be all right, man. You'll do better next year, man. I can't keep doing that.
It's
man.
not the player's fault. He's doing the best he can.
Yeah, they keep bringing him back.
Yeah, but the problem is, he could. I'm not saying he shouldn't be on the team. I'm just saying that we're trying to think that he's the answer to our tight end, either him or Tommy Trimble. We're way off. We've got to pick up somebody or make a deal or draft a tight end, because in an offense we run with Bryce Young, a good tight end is going to be critical to his success, period.
Yeah. And listen, according to PFF, the Panthers were the 31st team with utilization of the tight end.
Yeah. And there's a reason for that. Tight end.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that. And you can't, if anybody's going to throw to their tight end, it's Bryce Young, because he doesn't throw the ball deep. So if he can't throw to these guys, that tells me what? It tells me they're getting locked up. They're not getting open, so he can't throw to them. So
not necessarily true. It's also that they don't have a long list of tight end plays. I guarantee you, Mike Brown, that was the offensive coordinator, between him and Reich, they didn't have a whole lot of tight end plays on their damn play sheets, bro.
But there's a reason for that. That's what I keep going back to.
They know
they just don't have the talent. They're looking at it like, in my view, they're looking at it like that. We don't have the talent to scheme up plays for these tight ends.
You know what's crazy? In our 30 years of the Carolina Panthers being around, I can only think of 2 legit tight ends the Panthers have ever had: Wesley Walls and Greg Olsen. That's it. We've never had elite tight end play, bro. Even in that 2003 team, who was it? Chris Mangum? Like, who the hell is that, bro? You know what I mean? Panthers have never had a tight end, bro.
That's one of the things I was trying to say. I kept trying to tell Prom, was like, it's our history. I said, we've always been like this, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like we're afraid of the tight end position or some shit. Like I don't get it.
Well, you can't say it's always.
We only had 2 decent ones in our existence.
Well, you can't.
And it's just like, it just rubbed me the wrong way. Like, so now we're gonna go out to Ian Thomas like he's the problem.
Bro, he is.
He ain't the problem. He
hasn't done nothing. He's
not the problem if we listen to telling y'all that they don't utilize the tight end like that.
No, but he's not the problem, but he's certainly not the answer to fixing
He's not the answer. Definitely.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
The answer. Yeah, he's not the answer.
He's not going to be the answer.
In fact, yeah. The way I look at it, to be honest with you, if it were me, and they came to me and said, you got to make a receiver catch with a receiver draft on that number 33. Who you picking? And they tell me Bryce Young's the quarterback. I'm picking a tight end. What good is it to go out and get someone who can take the top off the defense when the quarterback can't get the ball down the field?
Hey, can I make this point? I think Nick just said something about the two tight ends. Even though he was upper in age, Jeremy Shockey, people forget Jeremy Shockey was a Panther.
He was valid.
And then Jeremy Shockey was a very violent tight end that we had. I would say this, I had to get off, but it was getting good whenever we were talking about, just the Ian Thomas thing. What's going on, Andrew?
2 years ago.
He only gave us 2 years. What's going on, Andrew? I was already speaking to Nick and Twan. But again, hey, I'm just saying this. Personally, and I think D made this point as well. Everybody has an opinion about it, and I knew this was going to happen because certain players are going to get cut and certain players are going to be retained. Based off of just my opinion, Ian Thomas should have been cut, just based off of how I feel. I understand Twan is saying that he's not supposed to be this run blocking tight end, but even when he was doing run blocking, he wasn't very sustainable with it. And when he did have opportunities to catch the ball, he wasn't reliable. And I understand that, hey, if you're only getting a certain amount of minimal reps, how can you honestly do something and you're not getting a lot of reps where you're getting a repetition of catching the ball and you're blocking. Where I'm looking at it is where you could have possibly cut Ian Thomas and you can bring in like a Noah Fant that is a pass catching tight end and is the type of tight ends that Dave Canales ran when he was with the Bucs, and he has familiarity with Noah Fant.
With Noah Fant from Seattle, yep.
Yeah, correct.
Here's my thing though, C-Doug.
Hold on. Can I finish? Let me say this last part. I was saying you can also either draft one because it's a lot of different type of tight ends from physique and from characteristics. And I'm not understanding where you can possibly take a project like you had in Ian Thomas when he came into the league. Like TCU's tight end, that's a name that people really need to look at. Kansas State's tight end is another person. The guy from TCU is 6'6". You had a 6'6". Yes, you had a 6'6" tight end to this team right here. When you're in the red zone, more than likely you can get a one-on-one opportunity, put him in the corner, and just have to throw the ball up there.
Yep.
So, like I said, it's very interesting with us restructuring Ian Thomas just to keep him. But I think Nick made a point. If Hayden Hurst was here, I think we would have cut Ian Thomas. So I think it's more of a veteran minimum because I did see a number where I think it's 1.57 for his cap hit now. So I don't know how much cut or how much fat did we cut off his contract for him to still be here.
Hold on real quick. I want to take it one step further, C. Dougie. At the beginning of this past year, Hayden Hurst was tight end 1. Tommy Tremble was tight end 2. Ian Thomas was tight end 3. Stephen Sullivan beat Ian Thomas out for more playing time. That says enough to me right there. To me, that says enough.
Yeah.
That just,
to be honest with you, he had some of the best catches of the tight ends last year.
Yeah, absolutely, Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it tells me one thing, you guys. It tells me that they're not going to waste a draft pick on a tight end. That's the only reason I can see them.
Do y'all really think that though, Andrew? Because I didn't know Sullivan was still.
I don't think that. I don't think that.
Me if let's say AJ Barner from Michigan, because I'm a Michigan fan, I think AJ Barner, he's another project guy. Now he could be another Ian Thomas for all we know. But if AJ Barner's there in the 5th or 6th round and we took him, I wouldn't be mad at that. I would not be mad at that at all.
Yeah, I still think the Carolina Panthers are still in play to possibly draft a tight end, man.
I do too.
Honest with you.
And the reason why I say that
because now potentially you've had 4 tight ends. Because if you're gonna draft a tight end, why the hell would you keep?
Would you restructure Ian Thomas? I feel you, Andrew. That's the way I'm looking at it.
It would make no sense.
So can I make this point? And Andrew has a great point. But with prior coaches, we've had 4 tight ends on this team. With Richie along it, if you look at it, we've had 4 tight ends on this team. I do think that you bring in competition. What competition is there in that room? If you're supposed to be bringing competition in, why don't you bring some fresh meat in or some fresh blood in there to put pressure underneath somebody? Because what? Like they always say, competition either makes what?
It brings the best out of people.
Yeah, but I just think if you're going to create
I want to tell
competition,
y'all why they
I think
restructure
you're better
Ian.
off. If you want to create competition and you're going to use that draft pick, I'd rather create competition on that defensive line or offensive line than to bring in 4 tight ends. It just doesn't make sense to me.
So they restructure Ian. They restructure Ian because if you cut him now, then it goes on our black money. You know what I'm saying? So they're paying them less, so they'll have more money, and then you can cut Ian Thomas next year. So when we have that surplus, all that money, let him go won't hurt.
Twan really just said something that I didn't really want to
because
consider.
we're not
have you
winning
guys seen
this year.
Have you guys seen the number for the cap next year that Carolina has right now?
It's like 120.
It's like 140 million.
It's 150 million. No, I thought I saw 150. I just saw 150 like 20 minutes ago. 150, even if it's projected. So let's just say one person I think Nick said 120, D says 140, and I saw 150. Where I'm getting at is we may not be spending a lot of money this offseason, but next year it's going to be a boatload of money being spent next year. And I don't know.
Let me hold on tight. Let me tell you why.
I just want to say one thing, Twan.
I just want to tell you why C. Dougie saw 150. See, Dougie saw 150 because they just did what they did with Ian. It added money to it.
It is. It's 150 right now, fellas.
Yeah.
Like I said, Ian Thomas is 1.57. It's either 1.57 or it's 1.47 cap hit this year. And again, like I said, the reason why I don't like talking cap because it's like we said, projected. But when you have that much money available, you're not just gonna let that money just sit there and not do nothing with it. But we're not done yet because you still have Taylor Moton that can possibly be restructured. Then there's other people on this team that we're looking for to be cut or cut, traded, or sit on a franchise tag. So
Taylor Moton gonna be a problem because his cap already saying they ain't gonna restructure. He gonna be a problem.
They already said that?
Yep.
Okay.
And plus Taylor Moton has to be paid in Bitcoin anyway.
He did. I remember. You're right, Twan. That's right. He did. A portion of his contract, he did want the Bitcoin.
He wanted it in Bitcoin.
Smart guy. Smart guy. You seen that? It's just hit 70,000. Y'all seen that?
Trying to tell you, man. Listen, bro. It's the plan the Carolina Panthers need to be making right now is for 2026.
2025. This next year, 2025.
This is why this
nothing should be surrounding Bryce Young. Nothing should be surrounding any one player on the team.
All right, Twan. Let me say, Twan. Let me get your thoughts on this. I've been with Nick, my bad. Go ahead, Nick.
No, I was gonna say, I don't think any of us expect us to go relatively crazy and get a whole bunch of wins this year. But what's crucial is if Bryce just looks if he looks good enough, bro, where it's like that 150, it'll appeal some players to be like, oh, Bryce, he looks good, you know what I mean? Or this is me paraphrasing as a player, they were 5-6, they won 5-6 games. Bryce was up and down, but he's shown a lot of flashes. Maybe I'm that missing piece type thing. You know what I mean? That's the situation we need to be in, where it's like we can afford to overplay for maybe a superstar wide receiver, and they're going to look at it like, maybe I am that missing piece for the Carolina Panthers. You know what I mean? That's why
Bryce.
Let me further this real quick. And this is the reason why I was saying Twan's name. I kind of know where Twan sits. I kind of know where Andrew sits, and I know where you sit at, Nick. Twan, is it more hatred or that we got the wrong guy with Bryce? And I'm really asking this because I know D, Andrew, and myself, and I want to say Nick was on their show just this past week, and people are just so trashing that they can care less, even if Bryce looks better than what he has looked underneath Dave Canales, they don't want to hear it. So what if he does look good? Because you're just basically throwing Bryce to the Dogs and saying he's not going to do anything. If he does do something with Bryce, what are you going to say? Because you're saying we don't need to be committed to anybody. If you don't want to be committed to Bryce, there is one person on this team you need to be committed to, and that's Derrick Brown. Derrick Brown is a top 5 defensive lineman across the board right now.
Well, I already said it. I think he was gone. I think he was gone when I said it. I was just like,
oh, my bad. That's my bad. My bad.
I was like, why does Derrick Brown want to be on this team if he knows that we're going to lose? Is it a paycheck for him? He want to get his money? You know what I'm saying? Or do he want to get his money and win? I want Bryce Young, and yes, I will admittedly say this, I want Bryce Young to do what Bryce Young does, what he did this year, so we can get a first-round pick next year. You know, I want him to do what he does. We only went 2-15 with one of the easiest schedules this year, and people somehow think we're going to get 5 wins with one of the hardest schedules that we're about to play. You know what I'm saying? I want Bryce to do what he did and whatever. One thing I said I wanted to see Bryce doing in the offseason is seeing him working out with other quarterbacks and doing his thing, working on his game or whatever. I've already seen a couple of linemen. I've seen working out. I've seen our right tackle, what's his name?
Moten?
Nah.
Icky?
Left tackle.
Icky.
I seen Icky working out. You know what I'm saying? The only person I seen Bryce Young at is in
that wasn't a workout.
Basketball court.
That wasn't a workout. that band was like a piece of string around his waist.
Hey man, let me tell you one thing. Icky heavy at the feet, bro.
All right, hey, this is the last point I'm gonna make, and I'll turn it over to everybody else.
I'm not.
Twan, what is up? Twan? Oh, go ahead, Twan. My bad. Go ahead.
You good?
No, Twan, go ahead and finish your thought, my guy. Go ahead.
I don't even know what it is no more. But listen, I want Bryce to do what he does. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And you know, I just want to go and look, man. I don't want Bryce Young as our quarterback. I made that known. Everybody knows that. Am I going to be rooting for the guy to be doing bad next year? No, but I expect him to be who he is. You know what I'm saying?
Twan, you can't do that. You got to give him the same type of play and the same type of thought process that you gave Ian Thomas. Give the guy a chance.
Said it though, bro. I said I'm not going to be rooting for him to be horrible.
He was slide dog.
I can't lose.
You know that?
But let's be honest.
Slide dog. PPP.
Let's be honest though. He tried to do it, but let's be honest. If Bryce Young turns out to be the best quarterback in the league next year, right? I can't lose. How do I lose?
It's not about you losing. All I said was give him the same type of thought process you gave Ian Thomas.
No, we just did that.
Can I make this point?
Year playing.
Can I make this point, fellas?
You wanted him to go for the past. I don't know how long.
I've seen teams better than us cut their quarterback after the first year.
Okay. All right. Can I make this point? And I'm really trying to make this point based off of what Dan Morgan has done. What happened the year that we went to the Super Bowl? What happened the previous year? We were a laughingstock in the NFL, right? When we made it to the Super Bowl in 2003, correct? Or is it 20? Think about it. We were terrible. We were terrible. I'm not saying the Panthers are gonna make it to the Super Bowl. I don't want anybody to say Doug said on PPP the Panthers are making the Super Bowl. You never know. Like Twan made the whole analogy that we have a harder schedule. Think about it. Nobody thought Carolina. Nobody thought Carolina was gonna make it to the Super Bowl that year. It was really the Cardiac Cats. That's where we got that name from. That year going into the Super Bowl. That's where Keep Pounding came. Everything. It was a culture back then. I was a little boy, and the reason I'm bringing this up is because you never know what's gonna happen. And Dan Morgan has even said that. Who would have thought the same record? I think they had one win more than what we had last year when they went to the Super Bowl the next year. And he said, who thought we were gonna make it to the Super Bowl the next year? And what I'm getting at is the division is
the keyword you use. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm not gonna cut in, but you know what the key word you used?
Go ahead.
The key word that you used was culture. Culture.
Yep.
We don't have a culture with the Carolina Panthers. We don't even have a leader. Who's the leader on this team? We don't even have a leader.
Yeah, bro. That you ain't lying there, Twan. Who is that locker room guy, bro? Like,
according to Twan,
it's
it's Ian Thomas. It's Ian Thomas.
I think Derrick Brown's the leader of the team, bro.
Here's
my thing, though. Let me ask y'all this. Because Twan, I heard you say we're not going to be good. I heard you say we're not going to be good for 5 years, Twan. Let me ask you something. I want you to be honest.
It's going to be bad.
I know, but I want you to be honest with me. When Cincinnati drafted, now I'm not trying to compare Bryce Young to Joe Burrow at all. But when Cincy drafted Joe Burrow, did you think they would have a chance to get to the Super Bowl within 2-3 years?
Cincinnati was going to. Cincinnati was one of the teams that was constantly going to the playoffs every year. They just couldn't get past the first round.
They stunk for 3-4 years before they got Joe Burrow, bro.
I know, but when they had what's the black coach that they had, bro?
Oh, Marvin Lewis.
Yeah, Marvin Lewis always went to the playoffs like 9 years in a row. He just couldn't get out the first round.
But what I'm saying is, did you think when Joe Burrow
all they really did was re-up when they got Joe Burrow.
I'm just saying, like, it could turn around faster than people think. You know what I mean?
Not this team, bro.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Nick, to a certain extent. I agree with you. I think we got to see the pieces come together. And like I said, I do believe that the Carolina Panthers are still in play. I understand that we just reconstructed Ian Thomas's contract. We're talking about that. I do believe the Carolina Panthers are going to make a move at tight end in some capacity. I don't think that they're totally sold in a Tommy Tremble, Ian Thomas, and a Sullivan. I just don't think that. I just don't.
To be honest,
we've had mediocre tight end play for 10 years.
I think we'll make some type of move on a tight end. I do. And for the record, so nobody gets it twisted, and I want Prime to know this, I wouldn't have restructured Ian Thomas. I wouldn't have kept him. The only thing I was getting on Prime about was Prime wasn't telling y'all the whole story about this dude, bro.
Hey, hold on. Wait a second. Because
Prime he was telling y'all all the bad stuff, bro.
Listen. Whenever you say anything about Ian Thomas, this is what you're going to look at. This is the first thing people are going to go to.
But it's a story behind that.
Nobody care about the story. They don't care. No, they don't. Nobody's going to care about
Prime. That's your opinion.
I care. Wait a second.
I care.
Well, I mean, listen. You're a small, minute part of that. You hear people talk about Cam all the time. Do they ever talk about, before Cam got injured, he was 6-2? Do you ever hear that?
I say it.
But I'm just saying. But see, listen. We're biased. We're Panthers fans.
Yeah.
Anybody out there on the
other
street?
People. Yeah. I got
exactly.
You. Yeah.
They don't care about. They don't care about. We were 6-2 before he got injured. They care about the totality in the finished product. This is the finished product right now of Ian Thomas so far.
Well,
that's it.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. In 2021, he was hurt. He didn't play 8 games. In 2023, they didn't go to him a lot. I know in 2022
because Steven Sullivan
beat
him out. Steven Sullivan beat him out for that job.
But I'm talking about the year when he was just hurt, when he wasn't playing at all. That was in 2022.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, Tom, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, I hear
numbers don't always tell the whole story. That's why I'm not look. I believe in analytics to some point. I'm an eye test guy.
But
it's two types of people: people who like analytics and people who deal with the eye test. I know what they didn't do for this dude. I know. Look, see, Prom didn't tell y'all he had 4 different offensive coordinators, and he tried to make that matters. He didn't tell you he had 4 different people he had to listen to. He didn't tell you he had 4 different guys who wanted to do 4 different things, and none of it included the tight end. Even Nick agreed to that. It's the story behind those numbers.
Hold
bro.
on, Twan, brother. Hold on. PPP. I gotta ask Twan this because I know he's a big Bryce stan. So you saying that about
go ahead.
So you saying that about Ian Thomas, but what about the fact, because yes, I was big on Bryce being disappointed, this and that, but when I look back at it and I look at everything in totality, I'm looking at it, I'm putting my football hat on now, right? Bryce Young comes in with Frank Reich, a coach who he didn't want, and who was a guy who ran primarily out of shotgun, and he wanted to run a lot of screen plays, and he wanted to run inside zone. Then he hands the keys off to Thomas Brown to be the offensive play caller. Now, Thomas Brown, primarily, he wants to run wide zone. So he don't want to run inside zone. He wants to run outside. That's a completely different scheme now that Bryce has to play and adjust to. Then Frank Reich takes it back, going back, and then Frank Reich gets fired, and now he's under Chris Tabor. So it's like you what you said about Ian Thomas and the 4 different coaches, you can use the same argument for Bryce Young, brother.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly, bro.
When you put your football cap on and you look at the film, bro, Frank
It's not the same. Let me tell you why it's not the same. Because look, in that Hunger Games interview with PFF or whoever did it, Man, all those undisclosed names, the constant thing that we kept hearing is that none of them dudes like Bryce Young. None of them. Players, coaches, that Bryce didn't want to listen. He wanted to do the thing I'm gonna say with Bryce Young at the end of the day. Bryce Young is a college football quarterback. He is not an NFL quarterback. He's great in college, and that's what he's gonna be, man. Y'all
but you defended,
like
but you defended. Hold on, Twan. But you defended a man who has 6 years right now of tape on him and stats. You're defending.
I didn't defend him. I didn't defend him. I told you that you were not telling the story correctly.
But Twan, you haven't done that even for Bryce Young. You've already written him off.
Bryce is trash, bro, and then just showed us why.
But here's my thing. But go ahead, PB. I'm sorry. I'm gonna relay after you.
No, number 32, number 33 quarterbacks. That means a backup beat him.
Hold on, Twan.
I feel like he's about to start cooking.
Hold on. Real quick, Roadmaster Limited. Thank you so much for becoming a member of Panthers Prime Podcast, man. I appreciate you for that. Now you good. So check this out. Now you just used this argument that he was using the wrong capacity, and that he was a rookie. He came in.
Don't even try, Prime. Nick just did that.
Right. So
I don't agree. It's not the same.
But hold on, two things can be true at the same time, though, and it's either or for you, and it shouldn't be like that. Two things can be true at the same time. Bryce Young played bad, but also Bryce Young was placed in a position where he had not one, not two, but three play callers. Also, the last interview that we had, we heard players saying it was too many voices. In Bryce's head. Now, you hearing that, you're still on the same train as saying we need to get rid of this guy. But you have how much? 6, 7, 8 years of Ian Thomas.
Who was the third play caller? Here. And then you're gonna say 6, then you're gonna say 7 and 8 and put that out there. That's crazy, Prime. Just stick to the number that it is 6. You're gonna say 6, 7 and 8. You're gonna add to it.
Do you think that he's gonna have any better numbers than what we've seen so far? His best year.
Who was the third play caller for Bryce Young?
His best year was his rookie year. 333 yards. When Nick ran off his numbers in college, the most he had was 300 yards in that season.
15 yards a catch.
It don't matter if it's 15 yards a catch. It don't matter. It don't matter, bro.
Hold on. PPP. That matters if it's 80 or 90 catches, but his situation is only 25. So yeah, I agree with you. It doesn't matter. If he had 90 catches and the shit was 15 yards a catch, now we talking. You got a way bigger size.
Man, that would be a worldwide tight. That might be the greatest tight end ever if he had them stats.
Yeah, well, we know he is
90 catches for 15 yards or more.
we know he isn't. He's never going to be that guy.
Terrace Marshall Jr. was just top 3 in yards per catch like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, and listen. I would take Terrace Marshall Jr. and his body size over Ian Thomas any day. Now that's someone that they need to. Someone that they need to go ahead and work a deal out with.
Nah, he got to go too. He got to go.
Can I say this? And I'm not being funny.
What up?
I'm keeping Ian Thomas before I keep Bryce Young.
Oh, that's wild. See, you wilding now, Twan. You know why? Because now you're just looking at it from the but look at the situation Carolina just did. You just traded all this. I like to say. I've been using it. PPP's heard me say the Carolina Panthers basically traded the farm for Bryce Young. You can't just move on from him right away, bro.
Stupid.
You know what I mean?
So you're just gonna make more mistakes because you made one mistake. Now you're gonna compound it.
But here, let me ask you this, Twan. Trevor Lawrence, his rookie year under Urban Meyer. Did you think Trevor Lawrence was trash after that rookie year?
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, in Jacksonville when he had Urban Meyer there. He didn't look good his rookie year. Second year they hired Doug Peterson. They hired Doug Peterson.
I'm gonna be the first to tell you, coaching matters.
Oh, absolutely matters.
Coaching matters. But look,
absolutely. Canales will make Bryce. My question with Canales is, how is he as a leader of men? I think Bryce will do better. My answer, I don't think he's going to go from 11 touchdowns to 30. But I think Dave Canales is looking at it. He's not even looking at it like, how many touchdowns he's going to go. He's trying to look at it like, I want to get the ball out faster. I want to get his completion percentage higher. and I want to do what Bryce does best, and that's what matters. If it means he has a Daniel Jones type year where he throws only 20 touchdowns, but it's only 5 interceptions, shit, I'll take that all day.
Facts.
But listen, yeah, that's not improvement. But listen,
that is improvement.
You doubled your touchdowns and you cut down half the turnovers.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good numbers, even for Daniel Jones. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's not impressive. And put it to you like that. But listen, it's not just Bryce Young just on the field as well, man. That people have issues with.
Impressive though,
Bryce Young is not. Look, listen, as Nick, is Bryce Young ever going to be a leader of men? Can you ever take him serious, bro? He's never going to be a leader. The quarterbacks definitely need to be one of the leaders on the team. Absolutely. They put a captain's badge on this dude with no NFL experience. And
Understood. Is that Bryce's fault though?
He's not a winner.
Hold on, wait. Is that Bryce's fault that they put a captain's tag on his shirt? Is that his fault?
Is not a leader.
I didn't ask you that. I said, is it his fault?
They should have never put it up there.
Is it his fault?
He shouldn't have accepted it.
Is it his fault?
He shouldn't have accepted it.
Is it his fault?
Yep.
Hold on, let me ask both y'all this. As far as a leader on a football team, what's the first main trait you want on your leader? Because for me, it's someone who accepts accountability, where it's like, you know what, I messed up, that was my fault. You know what I mean? I saw situations where he had a lot of mess ups, but I saw instances where the camera panned in on Bryce and he's talking to the offensive line and he's there taking he's taking accountability for his trash and his mistakes. That shows But listen, that's what great leaders do. Plenty of guys could have just went and sat down and just did nothing and just looked at the film on the little iPad thing. He took the time, went to his offensive lineman like, listen, that was on me. That to me shows he has potential to be a leader, a great leader who knows. But,
now, Nick, tell him the other side of that story. It got to the point where he started going around the guys trying to shake their hand, and it was like, I don't want to get your hand away from me, bro.
Hey guys, real quick. We got 57 watching, man. I only got 36 likes, man. Get me up to about 40, 45, man. I appreciate it if you do that for me.
Hit that to 50.
Yeah.
60, and then 100.
Yeah, get it up there, man. Hit that like button for me. Go ahead, fellas.
I keep telling y'all to hit that like, man. They all right.
So the situation with Bryce is kind of, hey, listen, if Bryce comes out next year and he doesn't look good, now it's looking like, Canales could be looking at it like, listen, I didn't draft this quarterback. You wanted him. Tepper's clearly shown he has a quick change of heart. If Bryce doesn't do well next year, especially with his past actions, Tepper could easily look into a situation where he's trying to move on from Bryce.
Well,
listen, that's why Tepper brought Canales in here.
They brought Canales
is going to be the one that's going to part ways with Bryce, and Tepper just knows that he can't do it because it'll make him look bad.
Well, yeah, I mean, absolutely. But here's the thing: you got at least 1 year with Bryce Young and Canales, and then you may have a year where there's going to be competition, which is 2025. If Bryce Young does not put up decent numbers and look effective this season, then yeah, Bryce Young is done. And guess what? Canales already said that's why he's already made that premise. I have no emotional ties to anybody.
I'm gonna take it even further.
And I broke that. I don't know if you said it first, Prime, but I know I broke that too. I loved it when he said it.
Yeah,
Canales said I have no emotional ties to anybody. He said it's a good thing that I don't get close to any of these players.
Yeah,
that way he's gonna have no problem.
But at the end of the day, this is a business. Canales is looking at it like I didn't draft any of these guys. I wasn't in any of these draft rooms. None of these guys are guys that I wanted or handpicked. You know what I mean? Same situation with Bryce. I'm going to take it even further. Dan Morgan, as the assistant GM, could have been looking at it like he wanted C.J. Stroud over Bryce Young for all we know. You know what I mean? He might have even been that guy. Like, damn, we should have taken Stroud. You know what I mean?
Let's say Bryce is even worse than he was this year, and they do the right, and they go like, well, we're gonna sit him and we're gonna bring somebody else in. The Bryce sexuals are gonna want Canales' head. They're gonna want Dan Morgan's head.
You just said if Bryce comes out and plays worse next year, there's nothing the Bryce sexuals could say at that point.
No, but they will. It was the same thing with Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield still got people that follow him from Oklahoma, bro. I know that if Bryce Young winds up at another team, he's going to take those fans with him. Good.
Don't matter. Because if Bryce is our QB until he isn't, if he isn't. You know, I hope Bryce does well. As a Panther fan, I want Bryce to do well. I hope he does well. You know what I mean? I hope I'm wrong about him. I mean, he looked bad this year, but then when you look back at it, he was put in a real tough situation, man. Real tough situation. Don't get me started with the receivers.
Shout out to Roadmaster Limited.
You can't name two teams. You can't name two teams in this league with a worse wide receiving core than us this past year. Please. The only one you could probably say is New England. They're probably the only team with a worse wide receiver core than us this past year. Bryce wasn't throwing to anyone, bro. Everyone talking about Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen got 1,000 yards on 9 yards a catch, bro. He got it off default. Bryce had to throw to someone. You know what I mean? He can't create a separation anymore. We ain't got no receivers, bro. We ain't got nothing on offense.
Huh? Who did the Commanders have?
They got Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, bro. They had Curtis Samuel. Yeah,
Curtis Samuels ain't got off since he been with us.
But Terry McLaurin's better than Thielen and DJ Chark combined.
And guess what? And Sam Howell can throw that ball. So even though you say that about Curtis Samuel, Curtis Samuel and Terry McLaurin are deep threats.
And Jahan Dotson, nice too. He's young and talented as hell. New England's probably the only team who had worse wide receiver room than us this past year.
The
Giants, Darius Slayton, Wan'Dale Robinson. They had who else they had there? Sterling Shepard got hurt.
That's debatable. Those are not good names. Now. Cut it out, Nick. Cut it out.
Listen, Wan'Dale Robinson.
Those are horrible names, bro.
Nah, Darius Slayton's better than DJ Chark.
And that came from Atlanta Boy. Atlanta Boy said to ask him about the Giants. The Giants is terrible.
Like I said, Darius Slayton's better than DJ Chark. I'd rather have Darius Slayton than DJ Chark all day.
Man, look, man, we don't even know what DJ Chark is because old boy either overthrew him or could never even get him the ball.
Roadmaster, look at week one. Go look at week one because I'm a tape guy. I actually watch tape and
I know is
Bryce Young threw it. He uncorked the 60-yard ball to Terrace Marshall against Atlanta week one. That Terrace Marshall messed up that route. It would have hit him right in the hands if he didn't.
Yes, sir. It went to the right side of the field. Yep, I remember that.
Thank you. Listen, hey, how long was that? That ball was in the air about 60 yards, bro.
Exactly, bro. But you know.
Nick, it's not the strongest arm PPP, but his arm is average for an NFL quarterback.
Brian, don't go past his comment. Go back to Roadmaster Limited said. Bryce couldn't throw further than a short cross, slant, and a screen, bro.
But I just said,
that's not true though.
Go back to week one. And I can name other examples. What about that throw to Thielen against Houston, where he broke the sack and rolled out left? And he threw like a 50-yarder on the dot to Adam Thielen.
Hey, bro. Nick, give me like a few minutes. I'm gonna find that play real quick. We gonna look at it real quick.
Yeah. Go look at how everyone's gonna see it, and then you tell me. And I'll tell you one thing. And I'll tell you one thing. If anyone wants to see Bryce arm strength, granted, it's college. Go look at his deep ball to Jamison Williams against Georgia in the SEC championship. That thing was floating in the air, bro.
That dude was wide open.
No, it wasn't. It was with two corners around him. No, two DBs were around him.
Look, man, Nick, I'm gonna tell you,
Nick, that was a quarter one and quarter two.
I think that was quarter two, bro. It was like early in the second quarter. It was like 9-10 minutes left.
Yeah,
I want to make a PSA.
Screen. He was lined up at the top of the screen.
Twan got back up. Pop, what's up, man?
I want to make a PSA real quick.
What's going on?
I want to make a PSA real quick. Listen, to all the people that know who Bryce Young really is, we not arguing about this guy no more. Y'all can have it. We already know what he gonna do. Y'all can live in your fairy tales or whatever and tell us that we not good fans.
Roadmaster.
We already see him.
Roadmaster say he threw his whole body into that throw.
But if the ball goes 65 yards in the air, what do
y'all
I
bragging
care,
about
bro?
one
If the ball's
play?
65 yards in the air, what do
No,
I care?
They bragging about this
That means he has
one
a
throw that
hold
this
on,
guy
solid
had.
NFL arm, bro.
Twan. It's not the fact that we're talking about one play. It's the fact that we're talking about he can do it.
That's
what we're saying.
If you can't do something consistently, then it doesn't matter.
Well, let me ask you this question: how often were they throwing deep balls down? How often were they throwing deep balls down the field? Listen, I agree with you. I agree with you, Twan. But I'm asking you a question unbiasedly: how often did they throw the ball down the field like that?
They didn't because they know Bryce Young's arm won't get it there.
But you saw it. You saw it happen.
I saw Bryce Young throwing pick sixes with 7-yard throws. You think he need to be throwing up the?
That's not my point. That's not my question. That's not my question.
Gonna find that Terrace Marshall throw week 1. Trust me. He gonna find it. Because trust me, it happened.
But see, this is what Twan do. When Twan don't want to answer a question, he bring up other stuff. I'm asking you: how many times did we throw the ball down the field like that past 40 yards?
But that arm strength stuff to me, PPP don't matter. Let me ask you this. Hold on, PPP.
You see what I'm saying?
PPP, Twan and homie who just Pop. What's up? Let me ask y'all this, because that arm strength stuff to me is so overrated.
What's up?
Okay. Jay Cutler had a stronger arm than Chad Pennington. Who was the better quarterback though? Chad Pennington. It's not even close.
Not doing that.
But I could pull up plenty of examples of guys who didn't have the strongest
those are called debate tricks, Pop.
But Drew Brees didn't have the strongest arm in the world. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks ever.
Brees did have a decent arm before he started losing his arm strength.
Drew Brees did not have that strong of an arm,
bro. Don't ever compare Bryce Young to Drew Brees, bro. He done broke every passing record there is, bro.
As because of his accuracy, not because of his arm strength, because of his accuracy.
Man, I'm not arguing with that at all.
I'll take. All I'm saying is I'd rather have a quarterback who's more accurate than arm strength, bro. That arm strength stuff is overrated.
Okay, so let's say he doesn't have the biggest arm, which he doesn't. But I do have a problem. I do have a problem with his accuracy. Because it's not the fact that, just because you see me shoot a half court shot that I can't do it. Yeah, I made the shot, but it's like Twan said, it's consistency. And they said that he's very accurate. Now, on the times that he had time to deliver a ball, but short or overthrow somebody, and that means accuracy issues. That also means footwork issues.
Facts. I agree with you.
And decision making. So that's where Bryce Young aggravates my nerves to a certain extent. Now, he didn't come out and say that he's very accurate and that he's a great decision maker or any of those, or that he's the CPU, he's the PlayStation 6. He never said none of those things about himself. Those were things that we were told. And then when we seen it, see, I give him the benefit of the doubt because I know that our O-line for him. Everybody catches us straight. But when he has time to throw the ball, I did not see that very accurate, whether it was short to medium passes, I didn't see it. But I'm gonna jump right back on. I got a call.
I mean, Bryce definitely didn't, he wasn't the most accurate guy in the league, but his accuracy is definitely his strong suit. He's more accurate than people think, man. I think Bryce had a bad year. He's not the first. He ain't gonna be the first overall pick to have a shaky rookie year. We just gotta wait. Let's just wait. Let's wait one more year. Let's see how he looks this year before we all just hounding on Bryce. And I can name plenty of quarterbacks who didn't have great rookie seasons and they turned out to be excellent NFL quarterbacks.
Well, Nick, I'm gonna be honest, man.
Nick, the thing is,
my position when it comes down to my position when it comes down to Bryce Young is not necessarily that he had a bad year only, but he had bad coaching. He had a scheme that was all over the place. You had a coach who was scared of his owner, so he's just trying stuff.
PPP, real quick. PPP. Okay, I'm gonna count. Listen, I can count Minnesota, Detroit, Tennessee, Cowboys. Those games, I remember counting. I counted 9 screenplays, bro. 9 screenplays in all those games. So Frank Reich was out here and Thomas Brown were throwing fucking screenplays, bro. Like, I understand everyone wants to say, oh, he's not this, he's not that. But the coaching and the scheme was horrible this year, bro. Like, you have to be a real football fan to understand and go back and look back at schemes and watch games again. It's like my father always used to tell me, you could watch a movie or a show once you watch it a second time, you're going to see things that you didn't see the first time. And it's the same aspect with sports. That's why players watch film. You know what I mean? When you go back and watch some of these games over again, you see how games were called. It's like, what is this, bro? Like, you just out here running 3rd and 12 screen. What is that?
Ooh, I got the Miami game that I started doing a screen recording of. I'm about to drop it here on StreamYard in like 2 seconds so we can watch this real quick.
To me, Bryce Young's best throw of the season was in that Miami game. It was early on that throw to Adam Thielen across the middle.
Mm-hmm.
That throw was, when I saw that throw, like, I remember the first 5 weeks, it was dreadful. When I saw that throw, that was my glimmer of hope. You know what I mean? I was like, that is an NFL.
Yo, what up?
Prime. Hold quick, Nick. Prime.
What up?
I ask my wife how much film I watch, bro.
Oh, listen, I'm not disputing that, bro.
I'm not doubting you. I'm just saying most people in general.
How much film do I watch?
Bro, there's no doubt in my mind. Trust me, I know, Twan, from going back for a long time.
Man, Twan, we ain't disputing that, Twan.
I ain't disputing you, brother.
No. The reason why I did it is because my wife would wake up at 2 a.m. and be like, "Why are you looking at old games, bro?" I said, like, the love of the sport don't leave, bro. It don't leave. And like, it's just like, I know we lost, but I'll be looking back to see what happened. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, and why, and blah, 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 whatever. I watch more games that we lose than watching games that we win, even when we did, because it's just like, I'm not learning anything from the wins.
Facts.
You know?
Facts.
I'm a film rat, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Bryce Young, bro. The reason why, can y'all agree with this? The reason why the Bryce Young thing is gonna always be so heavy. If CJ Stroud wasn't in that draft, man, then this Bryce Young thing don't take off the way it did. You know what I'm saying?
Let's not get it twisted.
If we would have picked CJ Stroud, then it don't take off. But when we took Bryce Young and then CJ did what he did, I knew it was gonna get out of hand, bro. I knew it was gonna get out of hand. Because every week we saw this dude with a team that they said was going to finish last in their division. We saw leadership. We saw, and we didn't see that with Bryce. We saw him getting along with his team and they jumping up and down on each other, supporting each other. We didn't see that in Carolina. We saw this young coach that these players could identify with, which is why we didn't want Wright to come up ahead. He went and got the oldest dude he could find, or whatever in his ways. Or whatever, we didn't see that. All these things that surrounded something positive, we saw with Houston, when everybody was like, "Oh, Houston ain't gonna do this," and blah blah blah, and then they wind up. They not only do they come out on top, but they
won
go
into
the damn playoffs, and the quarterback, damn near won MVP of the league.
Yeah. Okay.
So with all that being said, then for Carolina Panthers, when you look back and you look at who we got, that's where a whole lot of the grief is stemming from, is because for people who actually wanted CJ Stroud, and then we got Bryce Young, and then now and seeing what the both of them did, that's why I think that he comes down on Bryce even more, probably unwarranted. Probably even unwarranted. But I knew. I watched it. I hate when people make it seem like they watch all Alabama games, because I know they didn't. But every time I saw Bryce Young play in a full game or whatever, I was like, he's a decent college player, boom, 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 whatever. But I was like, man, I don't see that at the next level. I just never did.
But
when he just started becoming the household name for the draft, I was like, why are they pushing him instead of CJ Stroud?
Yeah. So we've just really been a terribly ran organization for the last 5 years, because I just look back at it like I'm putting my football.
So was Houston.
Why the hell?
Hey Nick, Andrew getting on you. Hey Nick, Andrew getting on you, man.
Yeah, Andrew. I could show you 25, 35 really good Bryce throws this past year, bro. But
shout out to Andrew, bro.
That's plenty of Bryce throws I saw this year that were really impressive.
I can go find shit.
Plenty. But Why would you trade all the way up to 1 and then you trade your number 1 receiver, DJ Moore, to get a quarterback? Because I remember I'm like, yo, we traded up to the number 1 overall pick. We gonna get Stroud or Bryce, but who the hell is he gonna throw to now? You know what I mean? Especially a guy like DJ Moore. He's the perfect type of receiver for Bryce Young this past year. The perfect type of receiver. If you want to get the ball out quick and run screen plays, throw to DJ. He's probably gonna break that first tackle on that DB like he usually do. You know what I mean?
DJ used to go down on first hit.
Hell, DJ, what?
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying anything?
DJ. I'm just telling you for real. Listen,
after Debo, he might be one of the most violent wide receivers with the ball in his hands. He's always lowering his shoulder and breaking tackles, bro. DJ usually breaks the first tackle on a DB.
I don't know about it. I'm talking about DJ Moore. DJ Moore usually went down a lot on his first on the first hit, bro.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
And then when he
didn't,
bro, I'm telling you my line, bro. Even when he didn't go down on first tackles, we saw a lot where he got into it and then he wound up getting the ball taken out of fumbling or something like that.
I saw him eat a hit from Michael Parsons that a lot of wide receivers would have folded, and he kept running. That's what I saw.
Yeah,
a lot of wide receivers would have folded if they took that hit from Michael Parsons. Yeah, you know which game I'm talking about, PPP. The one with Sam Darnold when we were 3-0 going into Dallas. He went across the middle, and Michael Parsons lit him up, bro. And he ate the hit, stayed up, and got another 20 yards.
That's the first game we lost.
A lot of wide receivers would have folded like a lawn chair off that hit.
No, but DJ Moore and a wide receiver. DJ Moore, yeah, it probably didn't feel good. But DJ Moore and a wide receiver screen, I would trust that a lot more than Laviska Shenault in a wide receiver screen on a bubble or whatever, man. Yeah, you know what I mean?
One of those guys, bro. I'm a big DJ. He was my favorite Panther. I was big on him at Maryland, bro. I always said, bro, if you put him in San Francisco with Kyle Shanahan, he'd be considered a top 3 wide receiver in the league, bro. If you put him in San Fran. He's that good.
Yeah, this thing is downloading. We're gonna look at this little video real quick, man. This thing downloading right now, man. Don't go nowhere, y'all. Don't go nowhere. We gonna look at Bryce in the first 2 drives of that Miami game real quick from all 22.
Man, look,
from all 22.
Let me tell you the vein of my Carolina existence. It's not even that long ago. We had EJ Moore.
Yeah,
Christian McCaffrey,
Cam Newton, and Christian McCaffrey all on the same team.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
2017, bro, was looking real promising before that.
And then this guy named David Tepper came along with Matt Rule. So it was a double damn when they came in together.
Yeah.
And the culture ain't been the same since. Because they got rid of the culture because they didn't want Cam to have a voice with Matt Rule on the team. Is Matt Rule still coaching with us?
No,
so that didn't turn out to be a good decision.
Let's not forget Scott Fitterer traded away a boatload of draft picks for C.J. Henderson and Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold and all.
And they told Cam, all you got to do is pass your physical, and you back here with us.
That's it.
Cam did that, and then not only did they not pick him up, they destroyed his money because when they let him go was when all the teams had already picked their quarterbacks up. And then here come Belichick, like he always do, getting players cheap like that. You know what I'm saying? And that ruin came. That was the beginning of the blackballing right then. And what I'll never forgive about our franchise is we did that to him. And a lot of fans talk so horribly about Cam Newton, what everything Cam Newton did for this team and took us, and then what he did in the community as well. Yeah. All of that. It was Panthers fans that did that helped start that whole culture thing too. I don't leave the fans out either. So sometimes I feel like what we're going through, we deserve it.
Yeah.
All right, real quick. So I pulled up next year's schedule because I keep hearing you guys say the next year's schedule is like so hard, so crazy, right?
Can I go through it now? Let's go through it.
So we got the Cowboys again. We got the Chiefs.
So it's not in no particular order. It's just this is just how it is. So all right, go ahead. So at Commanders.
Lost.
Wait, hold on. The it's already out like each week.
No.
It's not necessarily each week.
Oh, okay.
Nah, because you see we got back to back. You see we got back to back Atlanta's here. That ain't about to happen. If that happens, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
So Washington, you say that's a dub. I mean, that's a L.
That's a win.
Okay. All right.
Loss.
All right. Okay. Atlanta.
We don't even know who they getting in. We don't even know who they getting in the draft.
What if Atlanta gets Kirk Cousins? We ain't beating them next year, bro. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be real. If Atlanta gets Kirk Cousins or Russell Wilson, they're gonna beat us.
Both L's.
I mean, best case scenario.
I'll take one win. I'll take one win with Atlanta because we always split.
Okay. New Orleans at Bank of America.
Both L's.
That's a
Both
split.
losses.
That's a split.
Okay. Tampa Bay. Either home or away. Which one? What you giving it?
I'll call that a split. I'll call that a split too.
One second, Prime.
All right.
I'll call that a split too, Prime.
Call that a split. All right. I'm gonna do mine while Twan gone. So of course I don't know who the quarterback's going to be at Washington, but I mean
it's gonna be a rookie. It's gonna be Jaden Daniels.
Either that or old boy, man. Which Caleb
Drake
Williams.
May, they're gonna struggle their rookie year, bro. Both of them are gonna. Dallas, that's a L. Giants, that could possibly be a win. Chiefs lost, Chargers lost. At Broncos, it's tough in that that altitude. That's tough.
Wait a second, you said Chargers we gonna lose?
Yeah, we're gonna lose to the Chargers.
Bro, I don't think so, bro.
Chargers are gonna be nice next year with Jim Harbaugh.
Nah, I don't think so. I think
they're gonna come back. They're gonna come back nice.
I think Jim Harbaugh's gonna have a hard first year, man. He ain't gonna come out swinging like that.
Man, we ain't winning against those Chargers.
Hell no. No way. No way. Bro. Right. No way. I'd be
shocked. All right, Twan, you left off on Tampa Bay.
Take me back.
You left off on Tampa Bay.
Okay, so both losses to Tampa.
God dang. All right. Dallas Cowboys in Charlotte.
That's an L.
Cowboys, no.
Okay. New York Giants.
That's a win, bro. I think we could win that.
No.
We're not going to beat the Giants this year?
No.
Okay. All right. Kansas City.
Next.
All right. I don't believe we don't play the Chargers twice. No. Okay. LA Chargers. What you think, Twan?
Next. We ain't winning them either.
Broncos.
Denver. No.
In Denver.
We ain't
That's
winning that game either.
Las Vegas Raiders.
We ain't winning that game either.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Never.
Bro, you do realize that old boy just retired.
Never.
Jason Kelsey and Fletcher Cox. But they're
right
here, man. But they don't need Fletcher Cox anymore. They got Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter.
All right, last three. Arizona Cardinals, Cincinnati Bengals, Chicago Bears.
No. We're going to beat Atlanta once, and that's it.
So we're only going to win one game this season.
We're going to have one win.
One. I'm not joking.
One thing. I see. Here's my thing on this PPP. As of right now, as construed, because obviously injuries happen, this and that. But if and obviously some teams can make some signings, but I definitely see about 4 or 5 guaranteed losses. That Bengals, that's a loss.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if the Bengals is a loss. Go ahead. You said Bengals and Chiefs is a loss. I'll give you the Chiefs.
Yeah,
I'll give you the Chiefs.
I don't see us beating.
I'm just curious to hear what y'all gonna say because I know it's gonna be wild.
It ain't gonna be wild.
Cowboys is a loss. Cowboys is definitely a loss.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
All right, I'm gonna get my full one. I'm gonna get my full one.
Beating the Chargers, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna get my full one. Commanders, I'm gonna say that's a win. I'm gonna say that's a win. We split with Atlanta. I think we may not. I don't know if we're gonna beat. Hey, y'all. Hey, hold on. This is my group lead for tomorrow. Y'all go ahead. Real quick.
You good? New Orleans is weird because they're just getting long at the tooth on defense. So they're a really weird team. You never know. I see us splitting with New Orleans. I see us splitting with Atlanta, and I see us splitting with Tampa. So there's 3. I see Washington's a win 4, and then I'll give us Arizona. That's it. 5 wins. I see us a 5-win team next year.
So you got us splitting with teams that we didn't even beat last year?
Well, here's I want to reverse back to Atlanta because I definitely see Atlanta getting Russell Wilson's or Kirk Cousins.
Listen, we're not going to get a whole lot of free agents either.
They're probably going to beat us both times.
Nick, we're not going to get a lot of free agents because we ain't got no money.
Yeah.
Everything we're going to have is through the draft. And you think and we didn't hit on not one player in the last draft.
Yeah.
So you think that same team minus some people, and then we're going to go get some guys that's probably going to want to play for the Panthers for a check. Not that they really good. They're just a pass-over team.
Yeah.
And with a harder schedule, we supposed to get more wins.
I feel. Hey, listen. Just like everyone, and people expected us to be better than a 7-win team. Teams,
and y'all counting on a miracle, and this is what y'all counting on a miracle because it's happened in the past before. That's what not on skills. Y'all counting on a miracle.
I definitely
because it's been done before.
I definitely there's a couple games in here, Twan, where it's like I could see us beating the Giants. They just let Saquon Barkley go. I could definitely see us beating the Giants. You know what I mean? At Denver's tough because that altitude. Everyone always talks about that altitude in Denver. So it's tough for anyone because it's harder to breathe up there. So at Denver is always tough to. I mean, they're not going to be good, but like I said, that altitude's different. At Las Vegas, they look good with Antonio Pierce, but let's see how they look when he's there as the guy. You know what I mean? That could be a winnable game in my opinion. I think we could beat Vegas. But I agree with you. Atlanta, especially if they get Russell Wilson or Kirk Cousins, yeah, they're probably, as much as it pains me to say, Atlanta will probably sweep us and Tampa will probably sweep us as well because Tampa still has a really good defense. They just re-signed Baker. They still got Mike Evans and Godwin. They just got more firepower than us. So, I could see us splitting. I could see us splitting. If you split with anyone, it'll probably be New Orleans.
I don't even believe in Baker. I think what Baker showed this year was a fluke.
Yeah, that's not who I'm not the biggest Baker guy. That's not who
he really is.
I don't think Baker's...
That's not who he really is.
I think Baker's just average. He's just a middle of the pack guy.
That is not who he really is.
Yeah.
So he had a year nobody expect. Tampa Bay was picked to finish last again. They was picked to finish last in the NFC South last year. They finished first.
I didn't think Tampa was going to be good at all.
That came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Who else? Chiefs at home. That's an L, for sure. Broncos and Cardinals.
The Chiefs is in Germany.
Oh, the Chiefs are in Germany. We're playing them in Germany.
Yeah, I don't even know why they got Charlotte, North Carolina down there.
We gonna get shit on in Germany, bro.
Yeah, early in the morning. Yeah, we should be losing around.
Hey, listen. You know what I mean? It's better chance for us. Our win percentage
we should be
like
losing
2%.
around 10-18 that morning, Eastern Standard Time.
It's hard to say this too because injuries happen, man. What if Justin Herbert tears his ACL before we play him? You know what I mean?
Man, those are miracles. Y'all counting on miracles.
You never know. That's all I'm saying. You never know. That Giants game, I don't see why that can't be a win. You know what I mean? Especially at home, right? We got them at home. Yeah, we could beat New York. Yeah.
The only way we win more games next year, in my opinion, is if the Carolinas brings in somebody in here to compete with Bryce Young. And when Bryce Young does Bryce Young things, then you roll with that new quarterback. See what he can do. Andy Dalton came in and did everything with that team last year. And that O-line looked great. He threw for 400 yards. Everybody did everything good in that game. Everything that they said they couldn't get out of Bryce. So was it the line, the receivers? Because the receivers looked good in that game too. Somehow Andy Dalton could get the ball to them. They didn't look like horrible receivers in that game. So was it the scheme, the receivers?
That was early on in the season. You know what I mean? That was early on in the season when we played. That was week 3. That was
all the things that people want to throw at and say this is the reason why Bryce wasn't good. So was it that or was it him?
Oh, Bryce definitely was not a good quarterback last year at all. But I don't think it's too early. It's just not fair to Bryce. Just like it wasn't fair to Trevor Lawrence when everyone said he was trash, and then he got Doug Peterson and he looked good. I remember, I was young, and when I started coming up, I was too young when Peyton Manning had his rookie year, but I remember my uncles talking about it. Like, when Peyton Manning came out his rookie year, he threw more interceptions than touchdowns. You know what I mean? People have bad rookie seasons, and they could just turn it around. Now, do I think Bryce Young is Peyton Manning? Obviously not. I'm just giving an example of quarterbacks who have gone first overall, struggled their rookie year, and, they've grown from it. That, to me, Twan, it's all mental. Like you said, you played football, and there's no doubt in my mind playing quarterback is the toughest position to play in any sport worldwide, bro. It's 1,000% the hardest position to play. So it's all mental. Like, he had a bad year. It also shows that Bryce comes back next year, Twan, and let's just say he just plays better. At least it shows mentally he's not weak. And you and I could both agree on this, bro. You ain't going to be a good quarterback in this league if you're mentally weak. You know what I mean? So it's good.
I don't even think quarterback
on
is
the
the hardest
flip side,
position.
on the flip side, if Bryce has a bad year, then it probably shows that he is mentally weak. And now we got big red flags being thrown in the air. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't even think quarterback is the hardest position to play on the football field.
You don't think so, Twan?
No, I think it's DB. I think it's corners.
Yeah, I played safety, but corner is definitely the hardest. It's on defense.
Hard, bro.
Corner is definitely the hardest position to play on defense.
You got to chase a dude around at lightning speed and somehow block the ball if it's thrown his way with all the cuts, and you don't even know what he's going to do.
What's up, fellas? I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for holding me down, man. I had to talk to you.
I'm gonna need a cut of your money for holding this shit down, bro.
Yeah, man. I was hoping she would have called me back before I got started with this, but it is what it is, man. But I appreciate you guys. Twan, I got you, man. I bring you, a little cake.
Bro, I don't want you to do that. Cut that out, man. I'm just playing, bro.
Little snack cake from DC. Yeah. Most definitely.
I just want Nick to subscribe to my show, bro.
What is it,
Nick?
bro?
Go subscribe to go subscribe, man.
Send it. Send the
he
link in the chat, and then I'll jump out and go subscribe.
And he ain't bought me a drink or nothing.
I got you.
Roadmaster Limited said 0-17 loading right now. I hear you, man. I don't believe it.
0-17.
I don't believe that. I don't believe it, but hey, it is what it is.
I got
man,
1-16 loaded. I got 1-16 that just completed right now. It's just,
This is what I was doing. This is what I was doing just now. So the Commanders, I got that as a dub. Atlanta, I think we're going to split. So that's 2-1 right there. New Orleans, I think we don't win no games with New Orleans. That's my thoughts. I think New Orleans beat us both times. Tampa Bay, I think we'll split with Tampa Bay. Cowboys lose. Giants, I think we can win that game. Chiefs lose. I think we could possibly win against the Chargers. I think we could possibly win against the Broncos as of right now.
Just saying, think.
The Raiders, I don't believe we can beat the Raiders. I think old boy got them boys playing crazy right now. The Eagles, I'm gonna say a loss only because I'm going off of this past year right here with the Eagles. I think they'll still be pretty good.
They got mad picks too. They about to re-up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but it all depends on who's their defensive coordinator. Well, who is their Fangio? Fangio's their defensive coordinator.
Yeah,
so
bro, they're gonna be next year.
Yeah. This might be an L right here, man. I already said Tampa Bay. Cardinals is a hard one because every time we play Arizona, we kind of squeak it out
against us, bro. Yeah, Kyler struggles against us, bro. He never plays well against us. We always have his number for some reason. That's just one of those things.
Yeah, yep. But here's the difference. Every time we play Kyler, in my remembrance, it's always been in Arizona. I don't remember us ever playing Kyler.
Last time we played him was in Carolina, and Kyler looked awful against us, bro.
Can I tell him why we always look good against the Cardinals?
Twan, you know exactly what I'm about to say. Go ahead and say it. Number 0.
Brian Burns was on their ass every game.
There you go.
He lived in their backfield.
Well, hey, guess what? Hopefully we keep him. He'll be in the backfield this year again. That's
Yeah.
No.
I know exactly. I know exactly. What you mean? No.
You want to get rid of him?
I said if he's still here. I said if he's still here on the team, hopefully he'll be in the backfield.
No, let his ass go, y'all. Let him go, y'all.
Let him go.
If you could trade him to Washington for those 2 early second rounders, do it. Do it, Carolina.
I'm gonna tell you why you're not gonna beat Washington.
Go ahead, Pop.
Hold on. Wait. Cincinnati Bengals, that's an L. Chicago Bears, if they got Justin Fields, I think that's a
no. They got Caleb Williams.
Well, we don't know yet. So if they got Justin,
look at the other receiver they're gonna go get too. They're gonna go get old boy out of Ohio State.
Who? Marvin Harrison?
Yeah. They ain't moving on from Fields, bro. They're gonna go get 2 giants.
Well, I got us losing to the Bears in Chicago, so that's where I'm at. I think what I did. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Let's see, 4.
And guess
5,
what, Pop? Guess what, Pop?
6.
Chicago whooped our ass last year without Justin Fields.
Exactly.
Hold on. So I got 6 wins this season.
Imagine if he plays.
All right, y'all go ahead.
I'll take that PPP.
So I agree with Twan. But
go ahead, Pop.
I'm gonna say I give us 2 wins because I don't think we're gonna beat. We're not gonna beat the Commanders. I'm gonna tell you why we're not gonna beat the Commanders.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me why.
Whether it's Drake May or that quarterback from LSU, we haven't defended anybody like that. You don't know what to run against them, and they're not missing that many pieces.
Okay.
So it's hard to prepare for somebody. No. We don't play against Washington that often. But what I'm saying is that type of physical, he can run and he can pass. Both of these guys. And we're losing talent off of defense. We only got 6 picks. As how we're set up right now, you haven't defended that guy. Nobody, like the guys that come out have a pretty decent rookie year, people struggle with because they never played against them. And if they get either 2 of those guys, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. because we're lacking on defense. And like I said, we only have 6 picks. Atlanta, we're not beating Atlanta. We're not beating
Atlanta. We're not beating Atlanta both at home or on the road. Okay, all right.
Probably not. Probably not.
Not with the pick 6 in the background.
Hold on. Let me give you a stat.
Yeah. I want you to do this whole thing. I want you to do this whole thing.
We haven't beat Atlanta at home in 7 years.
Okay.
We just beat Atlanta at home. You mean in Atlanta? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, in Atlanta. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. We haven't beat them in the Ben Stadium in 7 years. So that's not about to change with all the holes that we have. That's not about to change. And they're going to get better because they need a pass rusher, an edge rusher, another corner, which they got good amount of picks, and a quarterback. They can get all that this year.
Okay, New Orleans, both at home and away.
I think we can beat New Orleans maybe at home. That's my 1 win right there.
Okay,
we're not beating them in the dome.
Okay, that's your 1 win. So you don't think we're going to beat Tampa Bay, Dallas, New York? You don't think we're going to beat the New York Giants?
And that's going to be my 2nd win. I think we possibly could beat the Giants.
So you think that the Denver Broncos is going to be a better team than us this year?
Yes, schematically, because I believe that their coach, with his experience, can outcoach Canales.
Who's going to be their quarterback, though, bro? They might have J.J. McCarthy as the quarterback. He's going to get screwed up by Derek Brown and Brian Burns.
For one, hold on. Where are we? Let me see. Where's this? Pull Denver up. Are we going to Denver? Yes, we're going to Denver.
That's the tough part. Yeah.
Their backup quarterback is not bad, and we got beat by the Chicago Bears backup last year, and he wasn't good. So
you don't even remember
the reason.
his name.
And
What you said, Twan?
I said we don't even remember his name. The quarterback in Chicago, but he beat us.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we
on
do.
a Monday
It's,
night.
And he was
he
the Heisman winner from Division II.
Yeah.
So undrafted. So I'm saying,
no, he beat us on a Thursday night.
Right.
It was a Thursday night.
So if the way we're constructed right now, our defense taking a fall because we got to help the offense more. I don't see us beating Denver, bro. And this is another thing. Like I'm saying, they have a better coach. They have a coach who's been through it all. He's a Super Bowl winning coach. He knows how to coach guys. He knows how to coach his team. Canales ain't been here yet. This is his first year. All this you got to take in consideration.
But they were saying the same thing about hold on, Pop. They were saying the same thing about D'Amico Ryans last year. Look what happened.
But there's a difference between D'Amico Ryan, who's played in the NFL, who's seen all this stuff. There's different.
Right there,
not only that, that's not only that. D'Amico Ryan, what did he do? He went and got other players as coaches who play in the NFL. So that's different when you're just getting your buddy who just was a passing coordinator, this, that, and other. That's different. When you have players that actually coach and play the NFL, they've seen it all. They've talked to each other. They know how things are scheming up. It's a little bit different, bro, when you actually been out there and put your blood, sweat, and tears on the field compared to somebody
336 Boston.
You know.
And one of the first things Canales did was went and hired a bunch of his buddies.
Yes,
there you go.
It gave me a lot of Matt Rule vibes.
Yep.
Of course, and I'm not mad at that because to keep Tepper out of the business, out of our business, I want him to do that. Please, whoever it is, so y'all can have a tight knit group. I'm fine with that. I don't need Tepper dwindling with anything. As y'all seen, he's failed. I mean, right now, Nicole Tepper is probably getting whatever she wants because she told him the quarterback he should have got. We ain't gonna go down that road. But anyway, all right. But other than that, I don't see any of us beating. Those are 2 wins I only see. We don't have anybody to put pressure on the Cardinals. They're gonna get better. Whoever they get where they pick at is gonna be a star. We won't have nobody to stop them.
What about Cincinnati and Chicago?
You definitely not beating the Bengals. Come on now, Joe. Come on, he cold blooded.
Yeah, he coming back on. He coming back.
Joe.
Yeah.
They kept all his weapons. They kept all his weapons.
I think he went.
And they kept all his weapons, bro. So all they have to do is just pick some old linemen just to keep him, you know what I'm saying, up and get a running back.
Joe Burrow about to come back with a vengeance, bro.
Facts, bro. He's gonna come back crazy next year, bro.
So I don't see us. We're not beating Philly.
No way.
Vegas. I'm telling you, there's a resurgence.
Yeah, we're not beating Vegas. I know
Vegas. We're not beating Vegas. Chargers. Unless the Chargers just hit like the injury bug again, they have like the worst luck with injury. But I do not see us beating the Chargers, bro.
That's one of the reasons why. Not because of injury, but if the Chargers don't have their star players in there, there's a drastic dip in production, man. That's why I feel like we are able to at least get that win over there, man. Because if that game is later on in the season,
Jim Harbaugh.
He's been out the league for a while, though, bro.
No, man, Jim Harbaugh is a winner.
He's got a proven track record, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you,
he got to prove it.
No matter where he goes, they win.
Right away. What's up, man?
Right away.
What's going on?
Check it out. Check it out, man. Watch. If he goes get Blake Corum for the Chargers.
Nah, they talking about getting Saquon, dog. Pop. They talking about getting Saquon.
They're not getting Saquon. They don't need to. They don't. That's just rumors, bro. It made sense when you can go get.
Harbaugh wants a running back like that.
And I just said Blake Corum
connected to like 8 teams though.
Yeah,
right.
Houston,
I just told you Blake Corum. I just told you Blake
Corum, get a running
bro.
back, bro. They might get Derrick Henry or Nick Chubb or.
They're not going to go get no veteran running back. It won't make sense. I'm telling you, he can go get Blake Corum, who bench press even more than all he benched 225 37 times. He's going to go get his guy.
Hey, listen, I'm a big Blake. I'm a Michigan. That's my team, Michigan football. That's why I'm a big.
Well, you better see a lot of Wolverines on
Blake
that team.
Corum, nice.
That's what I'm telling you. So why would I go get Saquon, who's gonna cost you a whole bunch of money? Why would I go get Derrick Henry, who's gonna cost you a whole bunch of money? When I could go get somebody I know that I've coached for the last
And
4
he
years,
knows who they are,
who can catch out the backfield, and he's a power back. Man, you don't gotta go. Man, all right now, and he even got to reach for
learn them either. Hey, Pop, he don't have to learn them either. He already knows.
Right.
You never know.
It gotta make sense, Nick. It
Hold
gotta make sense, Nick.
on, yeah, hold on, yeah. Let 336 Boston get in there, man. Yeah, go ahead, 336. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said, damn, man, I became a member, and damn, Prom ain't even let the check clear. Then he looking for me.
Damn. What's up, 336 Boston?
Ah, damn. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's happening?
What's good?
Yo, this Twan, man. What's up, bro?
Oh, yeah, I'm familiar, brother.
Yeah.
I know all of y'all boys.
Talk to me, man. How you feel, man?
Bro.
What you think about Ian Thomas, man? What you think about Bradley Bozeman being cut? Ian Thomas on the Reconstructed. What you think, man?
Oh, man. Ian Thomas isn't even the topic of conversation to me, man, but they doing what they do with him. You know, we doing what we do with them.
All right.
This is what we do every year, though, you know. This is what we do. Same shit, different shit.
Yeah, hear that.
All right. That's all you feel?
I mean, it's what we supposed to say about Ian Thomas?
Hey, Twan was in his voucher for him. Said I ain't tell the whole story about him, man.
I mean, I heard Twan in his perspective that, you know, he would keep Ian Thomas versus Bryce Young, and I mean, it's understandable. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's not much that we have on tape or, you know, on record to say about Ian Thomas.
Facts. Yeah, I think Ian Thomas is about done, man. I mean, he's shown us in the past 6 years that he can't do too much. So, you know, I'm cool with that. But what made you come up on stage, man? We done talked about that a long time ago. What's up, man? You know, you've been at my neck the past two shows, man. What's going on with you, man?
Yeah, man. I'm trying to figure out exactly what you mean, man. There's nothing personal towards you. It's nothing directed towards you. You know, I just come from the darker side of the tracks on this fan base.
Nah, man. Listen, man. It ain't never nothing personal. Man. It ain't never nothing personal.
Yeah, man. I'm you know, all bullshit aside, man. I'm one of the basement fans, man, and I'm one of the people who's willing to eat this contract with Bryce Young and get him up out of here today. But you know, a lot of people ain't trying to stand on that.
Yeah,
and it's my perspective. Like I told you, PPP. I don't think that at his best he has what it takes to compete for NFL championships, man. And I feel like all efforts toward helping him do that, knowing the outcome, it's all in vain, man. It's a waste of time to me.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, man. Trust me, I get it. You know, I think
waste
that
of time. Did you hear him? It's a waste of time.
I
it's
hear
not
you, man.
that it is, and like I said, man, a lot of people want to see him one more year. We want to see him get incrementally better by the year. But overall, I just don't think he has what it takes to win NFL championships. And if that's the ultimate goal, anything towards helping him do that, knowing the end result, it's a waste of time.
Man, Bryce Young need to be
hold on. Can I ask him this then? So do you feel so Dallas should get rid of Dak too then? If that's what you're like, if that's basically what you, because Dak's not that guy. You feel me? So
they pressured Jerry Jones.
Dak got Dallas by the balls, bro.
Listen, I
man,
definitely feel what 336 Boston is saying, bro.
Nick,
There's probably only 5 quarterbacks in the league who I could look at and be like, that guy could carry a team to a Super Bowl. Bryce right now is definitely not one of those cats, for sure. 1,000%.
I don't even think we can compete for the division. I'm not sure we can compete for the division.
We can't. We can't.
As construed right now, probably not. I mean, we just being real, bro. Especially with all these rumors of Kirk Cousins going to Atlanta. I mean, you might as well chalk up the division for Atlanta if Kirk Cousins go there, bro. Might as well just chalk it up.
Can I tell you some hard? Can I tell you some hard truths? Some hard truths. Just we have been so screwed. We have been so screwed as far as what the previous GM, the owner, and Amir Smith-Marsette, how they set it up. By the timeline is what y'all need to listen to. What I'm trying to say. The timeline. By the time Bryce gets enough weapons.
Hey Nick, hold on, Nick. Nick, what's that? What you doing back there, man? Sound like you messing around with some paper, man.
Flexing.
Oh yeah, man. It's putting a bad noise. No, you good? Go ahead. You good, man? Go ahead, Pop.
So you must not know what flexing means.
No, that's cool.
I
mean, hey, whatever he said is what he said. I just want to stop. That's it.
The timeline is
my man Nick said flexing.
Rolling up this paper plane.
I knew that.
Hey, he couldn't say he was flying the airplane. I just said, "Can you please stop?" But go ahead, Pop.
The timeline is screwed up, just like it has been screwed up with the Brian Burns and soon to be the Derek Brown contract. By the time you get enough weapons, because Bryce Young needs elite top tier weapons. That means you need to be in the top 10 getting these picks. That means you need to be losing for the next couple of years. By the time Bryce Young get those weapons, it's going to be time to pay him. and the number that when it's time to pay him, he's not going to have equivalent enough weapons for him to actually show what he could potentially do if you believe in Bryce. So what I'm saying is that it's gonna be it's messed up for Bryce. I mean, he didn't choose to come here; they chose him. I don't believe in him. But even if you do, if you look at the timeline, he's not gonna have enough time to even show you what he possibly could do.
So what timeline?
Year one is already down. Year one is already down.
Okay, year one, yeah.
Year one's down, right? Now you're going into this year with 6 picks. 6 picks is not going to fix the team.
Okay.
Because three of those picks can go to defense, 3 of those picks, but they are so desperate on offense. But you're not picking you don't have a first round. Then next year, right? You have a first round, but you have no second. That's very good talent that you're going to need. You don't have a lot of picks next year either, but you're going to have money. You might be able to do something in free agency. But that just depends on how much you're going to have to overpay to get the talent to come in here, because you're going to have to overpay. This year, Bryce Young's going to have a whole nother year for excuses. He's going to have to show something after the 2025 draft, and I still don't think it's going to be enough. Just remember
go ahead, 336.
If you look at it past Bryce Young,
I want to say something.
I don't think this team is going to be competitive within the next 5 years. So signing guys like Derek Brown and Brian Burns to big deals, it's kind of a moot point, because the team isn't going to be competitive until they leave in those contracts anyway.
336 Boston.
That's how messed up it is.
How many times have I said that? 336 Boston. How many times have I said that?
We're past that point now.
Yeah.
Even
I said if y'all gonna get rid of Burns, you might as well just go ahead and get rid of Derek Brown and get rid of Chen and get rid of Louisville too.
Just rebuild it back up. I feel you. So real quick.
Even if you pay him, you paying them to be on a losing team.
I gotta beat up, but
I
wanted to drop a possible nugget on y'all before I leave. So homie was just saying how we don't got a second round pick this year. Next year. I could definitely see a situation where, when we're talking about contracts and Brant Tillis, if J.C. Horn has a good year next year and he stays healthy, it wouldn't surprise me at all if we move him and try and get a
y'all gotta stop fantasizing, bro. Y'all gotta stop fantasizing.
It wouldn't surprise me at all if we don't move on.
I don't know what you mean, because I can't go on false hope, bro. I don't know what you mean.
What I'm saying is, it wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't try to move on from JC probably by end of next year. JC might not be a Panther, bro. It might be a situation where JC's gone, Burns is gone, and Louvu's gone, and DB's the only person here, bro. Because Frankie about to get a bag in free agency, bro.
You need to do that. You need to do that now. I mean, to be honest with you, if you want Bryce Young to have the best he can have, you might as well go ahead and get rid of Brian Burns and Derek Brown, like Twan saying. Yeah. Go ahead and get as many picks as you can to get everything now.
You can get,
because ain't no point.
It's an unfortunate truth. It's definitely an unfortunate truth. And like I said, I definitely could see a situation where J.C. Horn is gone.
So how many times have we seen where teams, well, the 49ers did it. The 49ers strapped everybody before they got good. And look, I hate to bring this into a basketball analogy, but look, the Panthers can take a page out of my Knicks book. You know what I'm saying? You know how bad the Knicks been for years or whatever? And then the reason why I compare it to the Knicks is because we had one of the worst owners in the NBA. That's Bob Dolan. And the thing was, what fixed us was holding on to our picks. We strapped everybody that was good on our team, starting with Carmelo and all of them or whatever. But then you got to bring in a firm, which what Temple won't do. You got to bring a firm in of good people that can change our image, change our culture. And, I don't know if Cam was the right pick, but Cam was trying to volunteer. That's why Cam wanted to be president. You got to get the culture change or whatever, make Carolina an appeasing place so people want to come play or whatever. You got to change and I'm not saying that's going to change the work culture, but it starts right there too, man. You need to hire like some company or whoever that comes in and starts doing everything block by block from step one and not skipping any steps and just saying, look, if you're willing to wait 4 to 5 years and not be good, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be in a great situation for 10 to 15 years after that. The thing with the Carolina Panthers, with our fans is we so impatient, man. We want shit right now, and it's just like, but we've been bad for the last 8 years, bro. The Detroit Lions been bad for the last 30. That's Cleveland Browns with us like how long to be bad. Cincinnati Bengals and things like that or whatever. The Detroit Lions, it's franchises out there that have been horrible, horrible, horrible. The Jaguars just started getting good. So it's not 5 years is not long as you think it is, bro. It's not as long, especially when you can see, oh, I see what y'all trying to do. I see it coming. I see it coming together. We want it right now and whatever. So and I think that's why Pop disagreed. Listen, go ahead and get rid of everything you got that's good. And go ahead and start building now. New coach, new GM, bring in new ideas, bring in new people, and started just like when the franchise started in 9-5. You know what I'm saying? Well, they came out and won 2 games or something that season. The very next year they won 12.
Listen,
you got to be willing to make a change. You got to be willing to make a change.
Value.
Yes.
We're already losing value on these players. We missed out on the 2 first-round picks with Brian Burns already.
Because nobody has to deal with us. People going to be like,
Derek Brown set an NFL record on a 2-win team. Derek Brown set an NFL record on a 2-win team.
Why they high value.
And 336, you're right. But, the people don't understand the concept of why he got that many tackles because they were running the ball. They weren't throwing the ball. They were running the ball.
They ran the ball straight at him.
So you're not going to get pass rush if everybody's running the ball on you and they got a lead. You never have the lead. So that's why people are like, well, let's get rid of Brian Burns because he only had 8 sacks. Well, why did he only have 8 sacks? He was dropping back in coverage and they would never pass the ball and you never had the lead. You never have to apply the same type of pressure. It's different when you're behind and now all they have to do is blitz you, like how we was getting done. But I can't make it make sense for people that don't get it.
Twan, that culture you're talking about is not going to come until the team starts winning.
Exactly.
Like the team has to put winning football on the field first before we start building the organization again.
You're exactly right.
We have to start winning games first.
But the thing is, before you start winning on the field, can y'all agree when I say this? Before you can start winning on the field, you got to start winning in some other places, bro. You got to start winning with your front office and winning with decisions and winning in drafts. It don't just start on the field. You got to start winning in other places first.
The majority of the fans don't know or care about that. They want to see winning football on the field.
I'm not talking to the Madden. I'm not talking to the Madden fans. They can go change all them settings on the game, bro. It's not like that in real football.
Yeah, this draft, it better not be a sexy draft. They need to fix the trenches, and that's it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is what Carolina's gonna do in the draft. I think the Carolina Panthers are gonna get them a tight end. Of course, they're gonna get a running back. I do believe they're gonna get a wide receiver. The O-line may be fixed in free agency before next year. They may spend money on the offensive line next year, and that's that rebuild or that thing that Twan keeps alluding to. Of a total dismantle or whatever. I think that they're gonna be more cuts this year. It's gonna be a lot more cuts.
Yeah,
a lot of a lot of our favorite players, with the exception, I don't think Derrick Brown is going anywhere. And I know you say, well, why does he want to even be here? The dude's probably gonna get paid. Carolina's probably gonna keep him because he alludes to the
I'm
point.
not paying him. Just go shop him around, bro. You need the money.
But the Panthers, they really don't need the money. They have 145 next year. They don't need to do that.
You don't need Derrick Brown, bro. If you're gonna do it, if you're gonna, you do need Derrick,
but you do need Derrick Brown. But see that's a bad plan, Twan.
Go get another Derrick Brown PPP.
Why?
I mean, there's gonna be some more in this draft.
Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That makes no sense.
But hold on, PPP, that contradicts what you've been saying about Brian Burns. You can go get another Brian Burns. I've heard you say that. You can get 8 sacks. The production, right? That's contradicting what you're saying. So what Twan is saying.
Hold. Before you go forward, it don't contradict what I said. Brian Burns, to me, has not produced. Derrick Brown has produced. It doesn't contradict what I'm saying.
There's context to it why he didn't produce.
Bruce, he produced on a losing team.
He's a 9-sack guy average since he's been in the league.
And how did that change our record? And how did that change our record?
That's not the point. What I'm saying, he's a 9-sack guy.
It is. And how did that change our record, Prime?
That's not the point. See, you go straight to the overall. You go to the straight off conclusion. I'm telling you, year by year, he's only going to get you 9 sacks on average. That's it.
So we can go get another Burns, but we can't go get another Derrick Brown.
You show me another person right now that can put up the same numbers as Derrick Brown and can affect the game. Affect the game as a Derrick Brown. Show me that.
You won't know until you go get him. So if you said all that about Derrick Brown, imagine what we could get for him.
Besides money, which money's not an issue right now when it comes down to Derrick Brown, immediately. Why would I want to get rid of something that's working for something that possibly won't work? Make that make sense.
Because probably the team needs the draft capital. The team needs the draft capital more than the all-star.
There you go.
We're going to have that next season.
Bro, this ain't my first time around the building, bro. I know how this works, bro. You
gotta strap
the good guys, even if you don't want to.
No, he's still gonna be here, bro.
You gotta strap the good guys, even if you don't want to, for the capital. It don't gotta make sense now. It's gonna make sense in the future.
He's still going to be here.
And I don't believe that the Panthers are going to do this. I don't think that the Panthers are going to do what they need to do to get this job done and do it the right way. I don't believe they're going to do what they do. It's just my perspective that you need more draft capital.
Say it loud. Right. He's looking at temperature.
And this is my thing. You could say that 8 sacks and his production didn't do anything for the team, but 100 tackles didn't get us no extra wins either. And like I said, his context is context. I get it.
And they also try to keep the man out the Pro Bowl. Come on, bro. They don't respect us.
The concept of what was going on with us and the context of what was happening to us was the fact that they were running the ball more than they were throwing the ball against us. So if that works for Derrick Brown because he's a run stuffer, then your edge rusher, who that's what his job is to do, you're not getting to the quarterback if they're running the ball. Your chances are lessened than what it is if you're not playing from behind.
Okay, that's fine.
This is my thing, and I'll be quiet after this.
Okay, go ahead.
Not only that, it is unfair to Brian Burns to have that many different defenses that he has to sit here and transition in from a 3-3-5, from his first year being a gunner on special teams, which didn't make sense, and then to go from a 4-3 to now to a 3-4. Now you had this man who's done all this. I mean, talk about the learning curve that you've had to sit here and go through. And it took Derrick Brown, because it always takes D tackles longer to actually show their full potential. It took him this long, but he's never had to change where he's really lined up.
I'm gonna put it in.
But you also got Derrick Brown. You got Brian Burns falling in coverage too. So man, how much do you want him to do?
Yeah,
Just saying, man.
Prime, you drive the charters, right?
Yes, sir.
And this is what Pop's saying. Would it be fair for them to come to you and say, "Okay, we want you to fly a plane next week,"
What?
and then you like, "Hey, I don't fly planes, bro. I drive charters." You know what I'm saying? They're like, "Nah, the same thing. You just got to figure out how to work the knob or whatever." You know what I'm saying? You're like, "Nah, I don't fly planes, bro." What the Carolina Panthers did was took a man that was putting the work in that he was putting in. I took him out of his position and put him somewhere. Who does that? Who the hell is gonna ask Prime to fly a plane when he don't do that?
Hold on.
He drives buses.
Okay, stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there.
Prom, we didn't draft Brian Burns to be an all-around defensive end. We drafted him to be a pass rusher.
Okay, stay right there. Hold tight. All right. This is Brian Burns right here. This is Brian Burns right here. Now, I'm gonna highlight the sacks. Because you said we didn't hire him to do nothing else but be a pass rusher, right? So we grade him on the amount of sacks, right?
Yeah,
okay.
his first year he was on the what? Special teams.
Okay, that's fine. So year 2, what was he doing?
Okay, 9 sacks.
No.
He was in a 4-3. He was in a 4-3. He was in a 4-3.
Was he totally pass rusher?
You tell me.
I'm asking you because you made a clear distinction that he was on special teams. So I'm asking you, year 2, was he in his position that you say he naturally supposed to be in?
I felt like he was in a 4-3, yes.
Okay. What about year 3, 2021?
Was he 3-3? He was in a 3-3-5.
Okay. 2022.
Was he in that
4-3?
He was.
Okay. And edge rusher, I assume. Okay. Yep. This past year right here.
Linebacker.
Okay. So each
and edge. He didn't always play out of the linebacker spot.
Okay. That's fine. So from the year he came in until the year now, you have one outlier. You have 2 outliers, really. You have the 7.5, you got the 12.5. When you look at the consistency of it, he averages 9 sacks a year.
But how can you be consistent if you're changing positions and different defensive schemes? It's what I'm asking you.
So no, you said when he's in his, it doesn't.
I understand the average of the numbers.
Okay,
I understand the average of the numbers. That's not what I'm saying. Because it's like, okay, if we're baking a cake and you know exactly how to bake the cake, you're not going to all of a sudden just change the ingredients because you know it can turn around and not taste good. But when you seen that 12.5 sacks that year, you're like, okay, let's keep him right there where he's at. We're not switching. He's the man of our defense. Derrick Brown still has not came into his own quite yet, right? But we have him there. He's one of our anchors.
He could get even better. Yeah.
It can get even better. It usually takes 3 years for a D tackle or a nose tackle to really show you they're really coming to their own. But when you're specifically a edge rusher, where they picked you high in the draft, you don't move him around. You have other players to cater around him. You build your defense around him and everything else.
It was insane for them to put him on special teams. That was dumb. Why would you risk that?
All right.
Prom, you can't get sacks consistently when teams can easily run the ball on you, man.
Hold on.
And this is the last thing I'm saying about Prom.
All right. Here we go. Here's a 3.
This is the last thing I'm going to say about that 9 sacks a season, though.
Hold, real quick. Because you said that year 3, we moved from a 4-3 to a 3-3-5, correct? Is this a base
3-3-5 all year? It was one of our defenses.
Yeah.
Well, Pop made it sound like
that was our base was 3-3-5. That was Snow defense. But at the same time, we also got to remember what Steve Wills did too. Steve Wills will have a whole naked out there. You have two linemen on defense and have everybody. Phil Snow done it too. I've seen Phil Snow do it, and I'm like, what are we doing?
So Brian,
I question it.
Go ahead. Y'all talk. Go ahead.
But no,
Brian, what you trying to get at?
I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
No, I'm trying to figure out what you're getting at with this 3-3-5 graphic right
here.
No.
I was trying to ask y'all. So in this 3-3-5, where would Brian Burns be at? If we're looking at this one over here, if we're looking at this one right here, this is a base 3-3-5. Where would Brian Burns be at?
I don't even know what point you're trying to prove with this, bro.
I guess he would be one of the D linemen, right?
He'll be a D lineman.
Yeah, outside D lineman.
Okay. So Pop brought up the fact that it wasn't a 4-3, but it was a 3-3-5. Yet he still had the same amount of sacks from a 4-3 to a 3-3-5. So stop bringing up the fact that it was a different base defense. That's what the dude is going to give you. And I brought this up just to show you that. And I wanted you to tell me, where would Brian Burns be at in a 3-4, or a 3-3-5, or to a 4-3? He got you 9 sacks in both of them.
Okay, fair enough. Listen to this. Okay. Listen to this. Fair enough. But listen to this. But you are making it seem like
that was the base. That's not what they ran the whole time.
To the airheads out there,
stop bringing it up as a point of conversation. Pop.
It is a point because you got to have consistency on your defense of what you're running. You can't go from a 4-3 to a 3-3-5 to a 3-4. It doesn't.
The multiple wasn't the issue. It's the fact that
it could be maybe the inconsistency keeps him around 9 or 10 sacks.
You said in 2020 we ran a 4-3, right?
What I'm trying to say is this.
2021, we ran a 3-3-5. It's 9 sacks in both of those.
Prime, listen to this, though, Prime. But for the airheads that don't know football, who thinks that everybody on every team got somebody that can get 15 to 20 sacks every year, 9, 10 sacks is not – everybody ain't doing that. So stop making it seem like 9 or 10 sacks is nothing. That's a lot of sacks. Every team ain't. Some teams don't even got a guy who got 5 sacks on the team, bro. That don't happen often.
You guys are lifting this dude up as if he has done so much to help this team. Like you said.
Hey, Prime, do this for me, Prime.
Wait.
Prime, pull up the sack leaders. Pull up the sack leaders. Pull up the sack leaders.
I will. But you guys make it seem like everything that Brian Burns has done, in your words, Twan, did it help us win? No. But this dude want this amount of money. He want this kind of money, and you want to give it to him. Why? We can get the same production from him, from someone else.
Listen to what I'm saying now. I'm saying get rid of all of them. All of them.
I want the
capital. You don't have to get rid of all of them. You don't have to do that.
So, Prime, I think we're missing something. It takes 3 years for good D tackles and nose tackles to actually show what they really got. That's when they come into their own.
He just don't know how they're gonna triple and double team Brown all year this year, bro. He don't understand that.
That's fine. He said that Brian Burns is replaceable, and when you're saying, "Hey, go ahead and get rid of Derrick Brown," because you're not winning anything, but when you go get you another D tackle,
that's what y'all said. That was y'all argument. I just used it against y'all. I just used it against y'all.
No, I don't know if that worked, but okay. I'm just saying
it works.
If it's everybody got an opinion. If you're not going to be winning anything from 3 to 5 in your world, cool. If you're not going to be winning anything from 3 to 5 years, at least by then, if you go get another Derrick Brown sort of like player, at least he'll be coming into his own at the right time for the timeline's sake. And what has been our major problem on the defense for however long it's been? What's been our main problem? No, it's stopping the run, right?
Linebackers, yeah.
It's stopping the run. So which means it don't matter if we don't have a Brian Burns here no more, because it's not that we can't get sacks, but They're not throwing the ball on you anyway. They're running it right the gut. That's what they're killing you at. It's not. Oh, you don't have anybody else to get sacks anyway, other than Luvu helped the year before, and he had a down year too because he played out. I said Luvu. Who?
No, I thought
he said that Brown was getting double teamed.
I thought you guys said that Brian Burns was getting double teamed.
I never brought up. I've seen Brian Burns get double teamed on certain plays. Not every play.
I have to.
Not on every play. I'm not saying every play, and I've seen him lose reps. I get it. When the morale is down in the organization, and you've been somewhere where all they done is loss, you probably gonna have some bad days, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
When you've been consistent, trying to be a leader, have came to work, this, that, and other. No matter how people want to judge you, whether they say you're a good player or bad player, when the morale in the stadium is, this organization keeps changing coaches, owners, schemes, and nobody else seems to help. But you can consistently come to work and do some type of production. Hey, I don't know. I would have some hard days too.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep bringing it up.
But you keep putting out these sacks, and you look. If teams run 70% of the time against the Panthers, right? Because they say they can't stop the run. How are you gonna record these sacks?
That's what I was saying.
Listen.
That don't make sense.
But that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case.
If teams are running on 70% of the time, how Burns gonna record sacks?
Was that the case year one when Burns was here?
It was the case this past season. That's why Derrick Brown's tackles were so high.
But we're not talking about Derrick Brown. We're talking about Brian Burns. Was that the case?
Well, what I'm saying is Derrick Brown's tackles are so high because the teams ran the ball straight at him.
That's cool. I'm talking about Brian Burns.
But Burns had a lot of tackles. You don't bring that up. You don't bring that up. He had a whole lot of tackles. You don't bring that up.
But his position is a DN for the past.
But they didn't play him like that. But look, you don't get a sack for tackling a running back, though. You don't get a sack for tackling a running back.
Twan, listen to me. He just moved to this position this year.
You can't get the sacks if they're not throwing the ball.
He just and I'm trying to ask you this question. Have they been running on the Panthers since Brian Burns has been here, like to the tune that you're saying? Yes or no?
Yes.
So you're saying that teams only run on the Panthers. That's all they do. Since 2019.
Yes.
We ain't been able to stop the run since 2018.
Look it up.
I understand you guys. Listen, I understand you guys are doing everything you want to do to try to make Brian Burns look better than what he is. He's a average type of guy. He just moved. Hold on, no.
Doing everything you can to make him look bad.
Bro, I'm giving you facts. He only accomplishes 9 sacks a season.
We giving you facts, bro. How you gonna get sacks if they running the ball?
Listen, bro, they have been. This team has been decimated by stopping the run for the last 7 years,
since 2018, bro.
Yes.
Okay. Well, listen. You guys say that he's not playing in his natural position, which is DN. Listen, he's gotten 7.5, 9, 9, 12.5, and 8. All right. That's the most. I'm not talking about Reddick. This is the most that this dude is. No, it doesn't. I don't care. Reddick ain't here no more. I'm talking about Brian Burns.
Look,
I'm talking about Brian. No, I don't care. I'm talking about what's going on right now.
The reason why I'm bringing that up is because if Burns ain't getting the sacks, then that means even when you bring other great players in here to play in, I mean, did they get the amount of sacks that you wanted? No.
Bro, listen.
And it was two of them.
Well, then stop bringing up the fact that he's playing out of position. Because when he was playing in position, he's gotten the same amount of sacks. So stop bringing that up.
Look,
it makes no sense, yo.
And what defense?
We'll just come out and say you don't like the guy and leave it at that, bro.
No, it's not the fact that I don't like him. It's
the 4-3 or the 3-4.
It's not the fact that I don't like the dude. I don't have nothing against Brian Burns, but when
I tell you straight up, I don't like Bryce Young, bro. I tell you straight up, I don't like that dude. I don't have any personal vendettas with Bryce Young or with him. The biggest issue I have with a player is probably Shaq Thompson because he's not aggressive enough for me.
But that's not here or there. We ain't talking about Shaq Thompson. I'm talking about this dude right here. The reason why I don't care,
he'd have been through 4 different coaching changes, bro.
The reason why I have a problem with Brian Burns is Brian Burns wants the ship, he wants the beach, he wants the lifeguard, he wants everything at his disposal right now, and he hasn't done that. He even came out with reports saying he didn't play. Hold on,
not gonna give it to him.
I got a question for you, Prime, but I'll wait.
He even said that he didn't play at his full potential because he's afraid of getting hurt. Bro, what?
Then too. On a 2-15 team, I ain't playing that damn hard towards the end of the year.
Then why want $30 million?
Because of what he's already done.
That's my issue. That's my issue with Brian Burns. Ain't nothing personal.
Look, if you go let Burns go, you might as well let Derek Brown go too, because we ain't winning.
That's not the point, though.
It is the point. Why you holding on to a dude you could go get much more out of if we rebuild it?
Twan, did Derek Brown say, wait a second, did Derek Brown go out there and say, I'm not playing hard enough because we're losing?
Bro, we need picks, Prime.
Yes or no? No. Yes or no?
Just like Pop just said earlier, by the time we get some real talent on this team, it's going to be time to play Derek Brown again.
Twan, listen to me. Did Derek Brown come out and say, I'm not playing because I'm afraid of getting injured? Yes or no? Did he say that?
Derek Brown was trying to play for his contract like most dudes in their last year.
That's not my question. Did he say that yes or no?
But that's the real answer.
That's not my question, though. My question is, did he say that?
Okay, so look.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I'm asking you a direct question. Did he do that?
You're just trying to be difficult right now.
No, I'm not being difficult. Did Derek Brown stop playing consistently because we was a 2-15 team? Yes or no? Did he do that? No, don't talk to 3-3-6 Boston. No. Don't talk to 3-3-6 Boston. Talk to me. I'm asking you a question directly. Don't answer my question. No, don't ask 3-3-6 Boston nothing. Answer my question. No, answer my question first. My question to you is: did Derek Brown say that he was not? Okay, thank you.
I mean, what point is that though? But listen, what year?
It makes a lot of sense.
Okay,
a guy who wants $30 million is demanding that type of money and said out of his mouth that he didn't want to play no more because he was afraid of getting injured. Why would I want him on my team?
What year do most players ball out?
That don't make no sense, man.
What year do most players ball out?
So I got a
You ain't answering my question yet. What year do most players ball out, bro?
Bro, I understand it's the 5th year or whatever, man. I get that.
When they trying to get paid.
I get that. I understand. Brian Burns said emphatically that he was afraid of getting hurt, so he didn't play like that.
I'm gonna tell you something that Brian Burns did say. Brian Burns said, I want to be a Panther for life. And most people never say no shit like that playing with us.
Bro, anybody's gonna say that if you don't feel like you have the ability to go to another team, bro. Like you don't know that.
He said it when he didn't have to be here.
Bro. So PPP, it's the money for you out of everything. It's the money for you, right?
Out of everything, it's the money for me, man. The dude right now is being extremely selfish, bro.
How's he being selfish? They're not gonna pay him. It's over with now. Bro, they are not gonna pay him what he wants.
Bro, they would have paid him. They would have paid him something. He didn't want that. It was at 27. He didn't want that.
It's a dead case, Prime, because they're not gonna pay him. They said we've done with the negotiations.
Well, I'll say this.
My question to Prime
he's extremely selfish, bro, and he hasn't produced enough to even warrant that type of money. I
bet he's gonna produce with this next team he go to, though.
That's fine. Let him go produce. I don't care. I don't care. Why would I want someone on my team like that? Why would I want that?
And I feel you. He said it, and you holding on to it. I get it. I understand. That was the wrong attitude to have, the wrong answer to have, or attitude to have. But was it real? Yes, it was real. I can understand. He has no guaranteed money. If he gets hurt, his career is over with, depending on what the injury is. But I want you, Prime. Hold on. I want you, Prime, to be just as passionate as other people as you are of not having Brian Burns on your team or getting paid what he's asking for those who have let him down, for those who took plays off, who didn't show up, who didn't get their full 100, who just sat on the bench and did. I'm just saying, because when we have something good, we never keep it, and that's a fact.
But here's the issue, though. Pop. didn't nobody else open their mouth and say anything.
That's fine.
Even though we
He's
may
human.
have seen it.
He's human.
No, he talks too much. Just like Shaq Thompson, they talk too much.
Shaq Thompson don't talk that much.
Okay, Twan. Hey, Twan, real quick before you go, Twan. Yeah. Real quick before you go, Twan, go ahead and shout your channel out, man.
Hey, man, yo, make sure y'all subscribe to the 704 Charlotte Bound Show, man. It's been a pleasure over here debating. I love this debating style right here, bro. I love it. You know, when you feel like the energy coming out of you. I love Prime getting me. I got to get right back at his ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no easy win. He got to understand that. I want Prime to think about it before he hit that accept button. When
no, bro. No. We ain't doing that. Listen. I can squabble with the best of them, baby. Trust me on that. My debating skills is on point. No, you ain't. No, you
just
ain't.
A little pup. You a pup when it come to me, bro. I'm the best.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I love you, man. Hey, look, man. Yo, make sure y'all subscribe to this man channel too, man. Panthers Prime Podcast. Hit him up. Make sure y'all subscribe also to the Black Cat Panther Podcast. Pop, man, that's my brother over there. I love you, bro. I'll see y'all next time, man.
All right, Twan.
Be safe.
Go ahead, Pop. Hey, man, we're going to be on for probably about another 10 minutes at most, man. I got to get to sleep. I got to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, man.
4 o'clock, man. Got to take these babies to D.C., man. Yeah.
Hey, on that.
They're going to go. They're going to see Joe Biden.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Uncle Joe.
Like, okay.
I hear you.
Uncle Joe. PP Joe, man. Yeah. No, but I mean, yo, that you know, for me, man, bro, I hear what people are saying about a total rebuild and moving on from players.
Might as well. The timeline Prime is messed up. You might as well.
Yeah. I don't think we need to do that though. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think we'll be good with keeping Derek Brown. You know, I'm cool. Like I said on Unk's channel, man, I'm cool with letting the Louisville walk because I think Louisville's production it can be replicated. In my opinion, he don't tackle like he need to tackle, so I'm cool either way when it comes down to Louisville. But this Brian Burns situation, man, that junk it's aggravating. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, and I look, I'm just saying, like, you got to hold on to something because, I mean, I don't have faith in their drafting skills. They haven't showed me that at all. So that's why I'm saying that false hope. But we can find it. Yeah, maybe me, you, and everybody else who seems to know how to draft, but it seems like the organization doesn't.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do I have faith on? That y'all can find talent? Y'all never do.
Yeah.
So.
No,
I'm going, y'all. Y'all have a good one, man. You get some rest, man.
Yeah, I will, Pop. I will, man. 336, man. I'm about to go ahead and shut it on down, man. I'm about to hit this bed, man. Yes, sir. But man, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, man, and becoming members of Panthers Prime Podcast as well, man. Let me highlight that. Nick Tri-State hit me with a super chat earlier, man. We had three new members, man. Big Smurf, 336, and Roadmaster Limited, man. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna be on the road tomorrow, but if anything pops off, I'll throw it in some shorts if I can, man. I'm gonna be on the road all day long. So if I get an opportunity, I'm gonna try to go live if we have any breaking news or anything like that, man. But y'all be good, man. And hey, you know, Ian Thomas, he survived another year, man. Hopefully something changes by next year, but we'll see. Anyway, man, this is your boy Demetrius with the PPP Panthers Prime Podcast. I know what time it is. Let's go.